Morning, good morning, good morning. Coffee and cockies. Break out your cockies and your coffee. Let's get it on. Yeah, it started a bit early this morning because the birds started early. Ungrateful bastards. Oh, that'd probably work better. I'll get rid of my echo by turning off that tab. Bit of blues, birds, beverages, boys, babes. There was some birds out there before, but I realised I had my phone on mute, which is like cocky can. And you can't hear all the bird sounds if I got the phone on mute, so I had to scare them all away. And it's rubbish day today, so no doubt the rubbish truck will come through and scare the birdies too. Oh, I suppose I need to put my little StreamYard linky dink.
Mandy here likes to mix it up. Luckily, with Coles, she can choose to get her groceries delivered today, tonight, or for a rainy day. Shop online or in the app with Coles. Good choice, Mandy.
Right. There you go. I forgot to put the StreamYard link up, and I just noticed my bad literacy skills. Who gives a shit? Oh, of course, with the copyright-free music, we have to have the commercials. Kind of goes hand in hand. Let's listen to a bit of early morning blues, baby. The blues birders. You'll just sit back and look at some birdseed and listen to some music, and I'm gonna go get myself a cup of coffee. I just realised I should have put more seed in that top feeder. I saw the big cockatoo was coming in. Ah, the beautiful sun rays shimmering through the trees. Beautiful sun rays. Don't know if the music's too loud, not loud enough. While there's no one on panel, I'm not greatly fussed. Can't beat that early morning look when you've got the sun just glistening through the trees with that bit of haze from the fog and everything. That bit of haze, morning fog, early morning mist, sunlight shining through it. It's nice. Why do I get so much birdseed growing into my plants? Look how much is flicking everywhere. You think birdseed's free? Oh, it is for you friggin' bastards. Come on, P-Bombers. Because then I'm the only one that gets to see you. Show me something. Yeah. Oh, look at that old commercial in the middle of the copyright free music.
There's not just one, but six.
Got out the stupid ads. Oh, look out, there's trouble. Hello, trouble. Anonymous troublemaker number 1.
Hey, you bloody bastard.
Sounds like a galah to me.
Yeah, bloody hell. Those bloody galahs are everywhere. Those cockatoos are bloody ripping up me siding and me fencing and all that shit. They're shitting all over me balcony.
Mate, they are so destructive. Cockatoos are so destructive. I remember when I was living out at the sheep farm and I started feeding the birds out there. And the farmer said to me, he said, "Can you stop feeding the birds, please?"
They're so cheeky.
And I'm like, why? He's like, because when you don't leave food out, they're just starting to freaking destroy the fucking farm.
Yeah, they're just like children, where it's like if they don't have food or toys to play with, then they'll just make their own entertainment, which is destroying the shit out of everything. I'm surprised that my birds aren't screaming right now, because normally at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, if they hear this, they would be waking up. But right now, I just put them to bed, and it's like 5 p.m. In Toronto, so they're all quiet, and these birds don't even bother them. But holy shit! Normally, if they hear birds, they go crazy.
Well, they probably think the other birds are going to bed for the night too, maybe. Maybe they're just not worried because it's still that time of the afternoon, whereas other birds are still going to bed. Who knows
Maybe,
what they
but
think?
these ones sound very. These ones are these jackdaws or something? Jacks?
Fossil birds.
There's a bloody galore.
Happy jacks. Happy jacks or
Happy
laughing jacks, apostle birds.
Yeah, those ones.
Apostle
Happy
birds,
jacks and
'cause there's
two-
always 12 of them.
And the two bloody galores.
2 bloody galahs, mate.
I love the
Bloody
galahs. They're
galahs.
so pretty. They're so fucking pretty. Just like the cockatoos, they're so beautiful.
It's really funny, you know, because even though the galahs are just like a boring pink and grey colour, the pink and grey actually it's different variations of pink and grey across Australia. So when you go up
Is it?
north, like right up the top of Australia, it's almost like they're a faded, sun-faded, washed out pink and grey.
Really? Wow.
It's just like a real faded pink up north. Too much
You know
fun,
what?
I
Like,
think.
this is a good combination, though. If you wear a pink shirt, black pants, and a gray jacket, boom, you're gonna look good.
Well, it's not pink, it's salmon, isn't it? Don't they call it salmon? If the
Yeah,
boys
fuck
wearing
it.
it.
It's yeah,
It's
yeah,
pink.
it's salmon if the boys wear
Fucking
it.
pinky bastards.
Oh, you bloody scared them off, mate. You bloody scared off the bloody singing jacks or
Look,
the
there
happy
comes a big
jacks.
cocky. Yeah, there comes a big
Oh,
cocky. I'll just see him coming down from the
oh,
tree.
he's coming to bloody destroy your plants, mate. And the
They
bloody
do,
chase of
yeah,
the bloody
like look at
galores.
the friggin'. You can see how they've just completely taken the tops off my plants in the pots there.
Yeah, the bloody galores are like, get away from me, you bloody
Bloody
bastard.
wow. Bloody
You're
bastard.
twice my size. I don't want to mess with you.
Oh, that what is it? Suspective. That was a good game. That
You
I
know what?
noticed
I'm
you
trying
requested
to
to
talk.
play it again at what's 3:45 in the morning at my time.
I am trying to talk Ike and Holy into playing Suspective today because today's Wednesday. So Ike is going to be playing his father-daughter simulator. The guy
Oh,
with
so when you said
the robot
father-daughter
girl.
simulator, he's playing with Bob. That's an actual game they're playing. I thought you were being smart.
No.
They're
It's
playing a father-daughter simulator, Bob and Ike. Wait,
yeah,
that
Bob
doesn't
and
sound
Ike.
weird.
Yeah.
So who's the
But
daddy? Who's the daddy?
I think Ike is the daddy and Bob is the little girl. Bob
Uh-huh.
needs structure in his life. No, but
Uh-huh.
have you ever seen the video game? It's
No.
this new video game that came out. I don't remember what it's called, but it's pretty much like this guy in a space suit. He is he's around the space station trying to do some shit, and then he meets this AI robot girl, and she's assisting him around the spaceship or the whatever the fuck that they're going around, and then they're battling robots and shit like that and trying to uncover what's going on. So
Look,
I call it the daddy.
I don't know if it's been invented or not yet, but I'm pretty sure that someone could invent a game where you're just picking up dog shit in the park and people would play it.
Listen, there is a game out there called Power Wash Simulator where all people do is they power wash shit, and people play truck driving simulator where you're basically a truck driver and you're carrying
Vic's
around
been
load.
playing that.
Yeah, the Vicks play that, and do you know what? Even before the Vicks, truck drivers said that they would drive trucks in the daytime and then come home and then play truck driving simulator. Like, what the fuck?
Truck simulator at night.
It makes
Well,
no
I've seen
sense.
some
It's
of
like,
the Vix shorts. I've seen some of the shorts from the Vix truck simulator game, and man, the graphics of games are just unbelievable these days.
yeah, like some of them are getting really good, and some of them are still kind of bad. Look at this cockatoo.
Mate,
So
I was brought up in the days of Atari where you play tennis and the ball was square. I mean, you know, computer technology couldn't even make a round ball when I started playing computer games.
yeah, I remember Atari playing what was it? That shitty game, Indiana Jones Atari, and you had to pretend
Oh, yeah.
a stick was a whip, and then you were going here, there, and going, what the fuck is this garbage? Use your imagination. Where am I going? What am I doing? There's no tutorial for this fucking shit. Garbage game.
Yeah. Oh lordy.
Look, I'm glad
And
something.
the one that doesn't talk much is telling you to shut up.
Yeah. I love the fact that that cockatoo coming to you for, you know, as its life was ending, and then you got and then you gave it a home, and it got to spend some nice happy times before passing
Well,
away.
I'll tell you what, man, we had some freaking cold fucking nights those freaking few nights too. I mean, ultimately, he probably would have met his demise either way.
Yeah, but do you know what? He at least got to be indoors and got to strut around.
Well, he got that human
make some
attention. He got
friends.
to have that human attention again, because obviously he was
Exactly.
brought up on human attention. You've seen how quiet it was.
Yeah, and so I love the fact that that inspired you to start feeding the birds, and this way you get to
I was
spend
already
more time
feeding
with
the
your...
fucking birds. I was already feeding the
Oh,
damn
you were
birds. That's
always
how I
feeding the
freaking
birds? That's
yeah,
a bloody
yeah. I've been
pastime.
feeding the birds here for freaking yeah. I've been doing it for a long time. Long. Like I've
Oh,
always
that's
fed the
good.
birds in my house yards. Always.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
mom
it's not
would...
something I just started doing.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something new that you started doing. My mom would feed birds, and she would feed cats, but then people complain, so she doesn't. But if we
The
could,
new new thing I'm doing is actually streaming the stupid bird feeding. I mean, I've fed the birds for friggin' years. I've just never chucked the friggin' idiots on a fucking camera.
Oh, well, this is nice. You get to see the Australian wildlife, and the bloody
Well,
kangaroos
that's
come
one of the things
fighting,
I
and the
like about the
spiders, and the bloody koalas, mate, and the bloody raging fires.
Bloody. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. Don't burn your fucking channel down.
I'm gonna burn it down, mate.
Turn it down. I'm making a coffee, you motherfucker.
How many bloody bosses are listening? Is it just me? How many viewers? Let's see. Let's look it up. If there's nobody watching, then I think I might burn this shit down. You know, it's the least I can do. Let's... One watching. I'm guessing that's me. Birds, beverages, babes, boys, billies, blues, music. That's a lot of shit. Oh my god. James, fuck you. Oh, I swore. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear. Screw you, James. Is Jimbo still here? If there's one viewer, I think that's me. I'm the one watching. Wow. Even bloody James ran away. Cockatoo Gallerita. 20 to 40 years in the wild. Mass 780 grams. That's it? Less than a kilo? Least concern. Family. Cockatoo Day. Genius Cockatoo. Bigger than you bloody kid. Budgie. Well, obviously it's bigger than a budgie. It's almost a kilo. It's bigger than a cockatoo.
Well, my stream hasn't been taken down.
What?
I said my stream hasn't been taken down yet.
No. I haven't done anything, but it looks frozen. I think it's stuck.
Oh shit.
Unless that one cockatoo is just frozen.
No, I think it might have froze.
It's definitely
How
frozen.
can
Go
I do
outside and
this
slap it.
without?
You know, I'm the only one watching, or I was. With you? Yeah.
I freaking get this fucker on solo layout.
Okay. Yeah, my mom is giving me the treatment of asking me if I fed the
Oh.
birds or not. I got yelled at.
She's waiting for the kid.
Good on you,
Listen,
Ma.
man, I can never win.
All right, I'm gonna have to go
is-
out. I'm gonna have to go fuck around with this phone. Hang on.
Hey, bloody go outside and bloody fix it, alright? Double trouble, royalty free blues music. Studio chat 3 people. Who are these 3 people? Who are these 3 insane people? Oh, James is here. Get out of here, James. You're not welcome. No Canadians from Saskatchewan welcome. Windows, you can't just allow any riffraff to watch this show. You got to put some rules in, like no riffraff from Saskatchewan watching. We got to make this a classy joint. Oh, my mouth. I will hit you, James. I will hit you. I will. You know what? I will fly to Saskatchewan just so that I can grab a brick and throw it in your house. Windows, it looks like James and I are having beef. And beef is not what's for dinner. It's James and I are gonna get into a brawl. Are you listening, you bloody law? Nah, mate. We're not listening. James, who's making more noise, me or the birds?
Yay, moving pictures again.
Hey, did you scare away the galahs and the cockatoo?
Galahs. No, they'll be back.
The
So,
bloody galahs.
plant matter. Touchscreen phones are also sensitive to plant matter. Who would have thought?
Oh. The flaming galah.
So if a leaf touches it, if a leaf touches the touchscreen, it activates it.
Activates what?
Whatever the fucking leaf touches on the phone screen.
Oh. That's weird.
It is. When I first set it up the other day, and I had some leaves and stuff in the way, and then while I was trying to set my phone up amongst this shrub to try and minimise bigger birds landing on the phone, a leaf touched the friggin' touch screen, and it friggin' zeroed me fucking phone back, like it friggin' hit the home button.
Wait,
Like, what the fuck?
did you put your phone out there? I thought you were using a real camera.
No, it is a real camera on my phone.
Well,
So
yeah,
that's,
but I thought it was like a webcam outside, not like a phone
No, it's just me
put
cell
up against the
phone.
window. Okay.
No, so that's out in my garden, on a
Yeah,
really
well, you
tall
better
tripod.
hope that those galahs and those cockatiels don't or cockatoos don't steal your phone and tear it up.
Well, it's attached to a really big, heavy tripod, so they'd be doing well if they could lift the tripod off the ground as well. And yes, I do worry that if they take one bite at my phone, the phone's done.
The phone's fat, mate.
Here we go. Yeah, so I've got where the phone is. It's actually in a shrub, And then because it's like the shrub's only got skinnier branches, hopefully the bigger birds won't land on the shrub because it's
Yeah,
too
it's a
skinny
bloody
branches.
shrubbery, mate. It's a bloody shrubbery.
In the shrubbery. I had to break all branches to get my phone in the right spot.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, nah. It's yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah,
Not
yeah.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, nah.
yeah, but it's yeah, nah if you're saying no, but if it's nah, yeah, if you're saying yeah. I know the technicalities of your language.
It's still yeah, nah. Still yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah. Nah, yeah. Yeah, nah. The fuck you mean, yeah, nah? You want it or not?
Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah.
What the fuck does that mean, mate? Do you want it or not? Get fucked, mate. Get fucked. My jaw is killing me. So the thing that started today was my jaw clicks. One side of my jaw started clicking every time I open my mouth and close it. So I started massaging it. Is there
any swelling in there?
I don't know, but it's starting to hurt now. So, no, there's no swelling. It's just clicking. Every time I eat, there's click, 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 click. Mouth opens, click. Mouth closes, click. So I've been doing massages and stuff, and the clicks go away, and then they come back and they go away. So it's fucked, mate. Fucked.
Yeah, that seems weird.
Bloody fucking
that's
dentist,
happening from root canal.
Went to a bloody shitty dentist and I got my mouth fucked.
Got my mouth fucked? Yeah, no, that doesn't sound good. Because I mean, you shouldn't have any scar tissue build up in your jawbone.
No. But I still need to go see the dentist for a cleaning and to get a tooth removal. It looks like. Yeah. Mate, me mouth's fucked. Me wallet's fucked. Me life's fucked.
Actually, that's what I've got to do today. Ring up the dentist and make yourself a dentist appointment, get a cleaning and all that crap.
Or just go to a barber and give him a pair of pliers and let him do the work. Listen, they used to be dentists back in the olden days. Back in the day, man.
Yeah, back in the olden days. And then he'd go and friggin' shovel your horse as well.
It's like, listen, man. Don't forget to do some bloodletting too. Might as well throw in a few leeches, mate.
Isn't that crazy, eh? Like the doctors, the dentist, and he's also probably the mailman and friggin' doing the friggin' cop and shave friggin' run.
And then he's also the town butcher and then never washes his hands.
The butcher, yeah. And the undertaker. The doctor's also the undertaker.
Well, he would have to be since everybody's dying.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if the birds can hear you because the cockatoo is so big, but it's also the most timid. It's eating, but then it's also watching everything like a hawk, carefully eating.
So there is a little bit of sound coming out of my phone. I couldn't completely mute it for some reason. I fucked around with it and I fucked around with it.
Okay.
So there is a slight sound coming out. But they'll like anything, they get used to it.
Yeah, because the Happy Jack.
As soon as they see a couple other Happy Jack or a fossil bird.
Or jackdaw or whatever the bird is called until I figure out what it's called. They don't seem to care, but the cockatoos definitely are paying attention. They're definitely listening and going, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, that's because the grey ones have got
I don't understand, man. Look, when I speak in Australian accent, it's uncomfortable.
The little grey ones, though. Hello, anonymous person. Welcome in. Yeah, the little grey ones.
Well.
They've got less to fear.
Who is that? Is that Jamie?
Birds have less to fear.
That was that annoying mouse. I better write them down here.
Listen. Windows, when you weren't here, I told you that you gotta have.
Now, did James pick on you? Did James pick on you, Mel?
Listen. I said that you gotta have a quota. You can't let the sleaze in here. You gotta cut off the riffraff. All right, you gotta cut off the riffraff from Saskatchewan. And what do you do?
No.
The first one up here was the sleaze.
Bloody riffraff. Wow, the riffraff here, mate.
Bloody riffraff.
Bloody
Bloody
riffraff.
Mate.
Listen, mate, give him some, listen, give him some water and tell him, go on your way, mate. The town's that way. Get the fuck out of here, mate. Keep walking. How you going? How you going, Jamie?
Keep walking, keep walking.
Keep walking, Jamie. Listen, I can't call him Jamie. He's not a 9-year-old boy. Hello, James.
Hello, Mel. Oh yeah, that's what I have to write down.
James, do you have a cold?
It doesn't worry me, James or Jamie. James sounds more distinguished.
Yeah,
Jamie just sounds more laid back. It doesn't really sound like a child, you know, like what you call your young child. It just sounds like Jamie just sounds like really laid back. Jamie's down to party. What are we up to, Jamie? We going out to party? Hell yeah. Whereas someone with the name of James.
Well, that's not true.
James,
Nobody
James,
invites
like
Jamie Oliver to parties
tonight?
Hey, listen,
James
nobody
like,
invites
yes,
Jamie Oliver to parties. James, on the other hand, goes to distinguished parties on an island with children. Whoa, nope.
Oh, no.
He goes to parties with, what the fuck is that guy's name? Albert? No, not Albert. I can't remember.
I don't go to him.
Andrew,
that bloody Andy.
Andrew.
Bloody Andos.
Hey, and I think the royal family were just waiting for an excuse to get him out of the freaking circle.
Bloody bastard. Useless cunt. Get the fuck out of here, not James. Andrew, you bloody bastard.
Mate, the royal family is a joke. And I mean, all of us up here are all part of this alleged Commonwealth.
Bloody Commonwealth, mate.
The royal family's a friggin' joke these days.
Listen, I think the royal family is a joke, but I like, I have a soft spot for William, Kate, and their children. Because their mom was, Diana and all that stuff. And everybody liked Diana, and they seem to be doing a good job of trying to keep their mom's memory alive. But
yeah,
Charlie,
Harry shouldn't have married that black gold digging bitch.
Oh boy.
Well, it's no longer the 17th, 18th, or the 19th century, so they got to grow up and realize.
Hey, look, it was taboo to be marrying naggers were normally their servants. You don't marry a nagger or a ninja.
Wow. Well,
that was royal family, mate. They don't have black people marrying into the royal blood.
Well, mate, now times are different, mate. Times are different. Things are different. It's the problem is you can't marry an American. From
can you imagine some of the
different countries where there's no monarchy, they understand the decorum of monarchy, how you're supposed to behave. Americans don't give a shit about monarchy, so they don't really play by the rules and stuff. They don't. So you get chaos. And that's essentially what happened. You got chaos. It's not the fact that she's black. It's not the fact of any of that. It's the fact that it's an American. Americans will do what Americans want to do. The first one, Mrs. Simpson, same shit. This one, same shit. You marry an American, you get chaos.
Wallace Simpson.
Yeah, Mrs. Wallace Simpson.
Wallace. Try to turn these birds freaking down a little bit.
Yeah, and plus they're always. I always see clips on the news that they're always talking about those two. There's always something wrong. They always got to talk about those two.
Who's that? Harry and Meghan.
Yeah, there's always some story that got to come up roughly every week or something to say nasty stuff.
Well, I usually don't watch that, and I'm subscribed to like some channel of royal news because I subscribed at the time that there was the royal funeral, and they were putting out really good clips, and they had the live stream and stuff. So usually in that they don't talk about anything negative. It's always just Prince William and his wife went to this thing, and look, the children were there, and they were waving, and the children are yawning, and the children are being children. And so I see that clip every once in a while, and I'm like, oh, all right. At least the new generation is doing something proper. You know, they're trying to... Listen, at the end of the day, now they're just a tourist trap.
Are they trying to do things proper, or are they just trying to catch the royal family up with the times?
I mean, look, they're a $1 billion industry, not industry. They're a $1 billion tourism industry. They're never gonna cut them out.
Oh hell yeah! And that's pretty well what they are really now. Is they're just a tourism industry.
Yeah, I mean, the monarchy hasn't really mattered since what? I don't know, since 80s. 70s, 80s, something like that, or maybe even earlier than that. Maybe in World War II, people took comfort knowing that the king and the queen and everybody was going around trying to shore up morale and everything. But after that, it's just been a tire fire with the whole Diana shit, with the whole Charles shit, and Charles cheating, Diana with her little black dress, then the Diana accident, and then the castle going up in fire, and then Andrew and all this shit.
Oh, the fire! I forgot about the fire. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then Harry and Meghan friggin' leaving the friggin' royal family kind of crap, and
then now at least
to America.
Yeah. And then now at least there is William and Kate coming to calm things down once Charlie kicks the bucket, and the Dowager or whatever the fuck Camilla is called, she's given the royal boot. Then they'll
Queen
just
consort.
Queen consort, because she should be the queen, not some consort shit or whatever. Just like how what's that dumbass's name? The Philip should have been called King Philip, not Prince Philip. They made all these titles just so that they could keep it in the House of Windsor. But listen, man, that's not how royalty goes.
Well, royalty, the way royalty goes is you marry your cousins and crap. Well, Mel is a
they're
queen.
all kissing cousins.
Mel isn't the queen. He is just a queen.
A
queen.
Listen, you bloody bastard. I'm not a bloody queen. I'm a bloody king. I'm the bloody king of Canada, mate. Get it right. Get it right. Get it right.
And you gotta love how you have an invisible panel and people still know the voices.
Yeah.
No one can mistake Mel's voice. Mel's voice is very distinct.
It's very loud and shrieky. Is what
well, yeah, it's got that you don't hear the Indian accent. You clearly do not hear your Indian accent that you
There is no fucking Indian accent. Listen, I started speaking English when I was in Canada when I was 9 years old.
It's part of your heritage. It's okay.
There's no Indian accent. There's no fucking Indian accent. There's no Indian accent. There are people in Canada who have spoken to me.
They take very much offense to this.
You bloody bastard. How dare you? You bloody bastard. Thank you, Andy Heinrich. I have no fucking accent. No fucking accent whatsoever. I know people.
When you're going from that you bloody bastard to I have no fucking accent, it's like there was no difference. I couldn't see the swap over.
Get the fact. Get fact, man. Get fact. Listen, I've been asked by people in Canada that it's like, why don't I have an accent? Wow, he sounds like Toronto scum. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, bud. I am Toronto scum. Fuck yeah.
Andy.
Because people have asked me, it's like, hey, how come you don't have an Indian accent? And I'm like, well, I came here when I was 9 and I learned to speak English. I went to an English medium school while growing up. I learned how to read and write, but nobody ever spoke English. Came to Canada, spoke English here around other people who came to Canada when they were young or they were born here. So essentially, I learned to speak here, and they're like, oh, yeah, that tracks. And they're like, do your parents have accents? And I'm like, no, My dad doesn't because he grew up watching American movies. So he didn't really grow up around Indian accents. He watched movies. He knew what the American accent was, and that's what he picked up. My mom, same as us, didn't really speak English, came here, started speaking English. Her English is kind of broken, but no accent. If you come here and if you
You get
learn,
a lot
then
of,
you don't
I
have
hear
an
a lot of
accent.
foreigners that, yeah, I hear a lot of foreigners, you know, like people that are new to a country, whether it be Australia, America, you know, like foreign-speaking countries that come to an English-speaking country. You hear quite
Yeah.
often that they, you know, watch American movies or watch Australian TV to pick up the lingo and the accent.
Oh, that's the easiest way to learn any language. If you don't know the language and if you want to learn it, like, of course,
Yeah, just watch
you
the
have to go to
TV.
school and you have to learn ABCDs and all this. But yeah, watch TV, watch kids shows, watch regular TV, and you will start to figure it out. My grandmother, who didn't know a lick of English, not a lick of English, used to came to North America, watched American TV, and she would be like, oh, this guy's really dumb. And I was like, how do you know Homer Simpson's dumb? And it's like, oh yeah, well, you don't need to know the language. The guy's a moron. And she's like, oh, this girl is really smart. And I'm like, she's just fucking yapping away, not doing anything. How do you know she's smart? It's just you just pick up the personality intonations, and then eventually you learn the language. She never did. She was like in her 80s or something. My father never lost his accent,
Yeah.
but my mom never had one. Where's your family from Andrew Heineck or Henrik? I'm guessing either Germany or Netherlands.
German, I'm guessing with a name like Heinrich. Heinrich? Probably Deutsch.
Dutch or Deutsch? Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Deutsch. Deutsch.
Deutsch. Dutch.
Ich,
Well, he could be
ich
Dutch
bin
or from
Wendy.
or Sprechen Sie
Sorry.
Deutsch.
Ich
The Dutch or
Ich bin Wendy. 1,
Oh,
2, 3, 4,
We're all
5,
fucking
6,
wrong.
7.
His dad was Austrian.
Oh, Austrian.
We're all here. German or Dutch? German or Dutch? No. Third option, Austrian. There you go. Came to Canada at 18. Yeah.
Austrians, they got the sexy voice. They got the very sexy voice.
Oh, you know what the funny thing is though?
Isn't Arnold
I
Schwarzenegger
don't remember.
Austrian? Is Arnold Austrian?
Yes, he is. But here's the funny thing. So when Arnold Schwarzenegger got into movies, and they're like, oh, I can dub into Austrian movies, and they told him no. And they said that no, we're gonna get an Austrian actor to do the Austrian accent because you sound like a farmer. So Arnold Schwarzenegger's accent is a fucking hillbilly accent.
Oh, hillbilly
My
Austrian.
mother was born in former Yugoslavia, grew up in Germany, came to Canada 16. Wow. So I'm guessing
I
they
guess meant
met.
to be Canada at
They met her.
16.
She spoke 3 languages. Dad spoke 5.
Oh, wow. How many languages can you
Yeah.
speak, Mr. Moose? How many
Uh,
do you speak, Mr. Moose? You'd have to be able to speak at least 2, surely, Andy.
What the fuck is going on, man?
Mel, bilingual. Oh, speaking of bilingual, him and his mum are having an argument now. 4 languages, wow. I reckon it's handy having the ability to be multilingual. Even just 2 languages is pretty handy.
I'll be right back. I have to handle something real quick.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, all I can speak is English and gibberish. Sometimes I think gibberish is my first language.
Oh.
I know after a few too many drinks, I start speaking a lot of gibberish. Jibber jabber. Oh, wow. Nice.
Nice. Nice. My dad, I
Nice.
think, can speak 5 languages. My mom, I think, speaks at least 3 languages.
Wow.
4, I think, if you count English. Even though English is her weakest, but it's not
And then
like
you got people that,
like
that aren't fluent in. You got people that aren't fluent in
I was a dumb
replies, but they can understand what people are
Yeah.
saying. Like I've come across people
well,
that
that's me then.
they'd lost a lot of their traditional language heritage, but they certainly understand what their
Yeah.
mum and dad are saying when they're going off their nut.
Yes. Like for me, what language do? So my Indian language is my mother tongue is Gujarati from the state of Gujarat, and then I learned to speak Hindi because in Maharashtra, in Bombay, Maharashtra is the state, but in Bombay or Mumbai now, you would speak Hindi. But then in school, if I stayed longer, like I was already starting to take Marathi classes to learn how to speak
Oh
Marathi,
wow!
and then if you know Hindi, you basically kind of know Urdu. If I stayed around in India longer, I would have picked it up. But the problem is that my Hindi wasn't good. It was a Bombaya Hindi, which is pretty much like a very gangster slang because my dad used to watch a lot of Hindi Bombay movies, and a lot of them were gangster movies. So it would
That'd be
so it
funny.
used to be
Hindi
the
gangster
Bombay slang.
movies.
Well, so like gangster movies, as in these guys used to be, part of the fucking mob and shit like that. Because India does have mobsters and stuff, and so like
So what are
they
Indian
have
mobsters called?
gundas. So
What?
basically, a chor
Gundas?
is a thief. A gunda is the one who robs you, and then there's something else. There's like a couple of definitions of like, are you referring to a thief or are you referring to a mobster? How many regional language? Dude, I don't fucking know. Every state has its own language,
Yeah,
and then you have different
I
little.
think there's a couple hundred.
Yeah.
I think there's like a couple of hundred languages in India. Because
Yep.
I used to speak online to this lady, and she used to speak Tamil.
Yep.
Or Tamil, however you pronounce it.
Tamil is down south in like at least 3 or 4 states, and in Sri Lanka
Yeah,
also.
she
But
spoke
Sri Lanka is a
English as
different
well,
country.
because obviously she spoke English. We used to converse in English. But
Yeah.
like when people like all of us here get to know someone online after a while, and she spoke Tamil. So I'd use Google Translate and send her Tamil messages. She loved it.
Yeah, and that's the thing though.
Little good morning greetings.
Like from south to north to east to west, you got all different fucking language. 135 in the Philippines. Holy shit! I didn't even know.
Well, it'd be
I
the
think-
same thing though. There'd be different villages that have their own languages, just like over in India.
Yeah. I know that the main one is Tagalog, Ilocano, and then something else. Those are like the 3 main ones that I remember from court, because we always used to have Tagalog, Ilocano, and something else interpreters always required, along with like different languages, and so you kind of figure out which language goes with which country and stuff like that, or with like there's like 3 different languages, main languages in Nigeria, and like this. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I watched that, and I suppose a lot of us have probably seen that Chow Mac that does the Chinese-speaking American fella. That's also just like a savant in learning languages.
Oh! I know you're talking about Xiaomank, or that English guy. He runs around China, or talking to people in Vietnamese and all the different languages. Tamil is an amazing language. It's the oldest language.
Well, that's one thing that this Chow Mank was saying. Like, he sort of interacts with different small communities or whatever that have their own language.
Yeah.
As these small communities say, it's becoming a dying language because our children don't even learn it as good.
Oh, it's the same thing in North America. There's so many First Nation languages which are already dead. so many languages which are on the verge of completely dying off, and there's some languages which are making a revival because people are saying, listen, we got at least one or two elders left. Let's try to keep this thing going. Let's get classes. Let's try to at least save what we have. But
Yeah.
there's but the thing is that every year so many languages die every year. It's
Exactly.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's like when libraries get burned down, like when the
Yeah. All that. Yeah.
during
All
the
that
Roman
history
and
and knowledge.
like when
That's
the
all
Roman
knowledge, really.
like when the Roman and the Egyptian war happened back in the day. The Library of Alexandria burned down. Thousands of years of knowledge, whoosh.
Oh,
But
wow.
when the Genghis Khan and his people, the Mongols, when they came through Iraq, they burned down the Library of Baghdad. Boom! Thousands of years of knowledge, science, history, mathematics,
Yeah.
everything. Boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. It's so
Well, that's what I
sad.
think is sad. Like that's what I think's sad when like look at the current war now. You've got all these historical buildings that are just getting bombed, gone
Yep.
forever.
Yeah.
Middle East, like Middle
doesn't
East used to
your-
have so many heritage sites, and now
Yeah.
and between 2000 and now, so many of them are gone forever, gone, just destroyed in war.
Well, look at Persia. Look at how much stuff Persia's lost.
Yeah. And
When it was a
Andrew,
peaceful
I think it's
country.
hilarious that my teaches French and no one in Quebec can understand a word she said. Yeah, well, so here's the thing about French in Quebec. So if you speak French, as in the French, the French that is in France, which is a modern evolving language, just like English is in England, but the English that the Americans speak without the U color and with all the other backwards other stuff, it's English trapped 200 years ago, just like French that Quebec speaks, which is French trapped in time 200 years ago. So when fucking French people speak, French Canadians go,
So
I bet not.
French Canadians are speaking the olden day French language.
French trapped in time. So French Canadians are mostly able to understand what the Frenchies are saying because you can get away with it. But the other way, it takes a long time for Frenchies to get used to what
Parisian.
Canadians are saying.
Yeah, so a Parisian wouldn't be able to come to Quebec and start up a conversation in a cafe because they'd just start looking at each other funny.
No. They'll be able to have a conversation, but there'll be times when there'll be words and phrases they will have no meaning of, and then other times they will understand like chunks of it. Like let's say that I'm new to Australia and I've never heard any Australian slangs, and then I'm talking to you, and you go, "Oh yeah, just go down to the milk bar and you can buy a bag of milk." So I'll be able to understand. You go down to the what the fuck is a milk bar?
Go to the bottle-o and get yourself some grog.
Yeah,
You'll be able to buy
exactly.
some grog at the bottle-o.
What the fuck is a bottle and what the fuck is grog? Okay, grog I can understand is a slang because of pirates and shit, and grog is get yourself a beverage. But what the fuck is a bottle and stuff? And so it's kind of like there's a lot of stuff in there, phrases and words and
Yeah, where it's
some sentences which are like trapped in time. Which happens in a lot of stuff, languages and stuff. Like I've forgotten so much of my mother tongue that when I talk to my mom, it's basically 50% English and 50% mother tongue, and then other time it's just me randomly going up to my mom and saying, "How do you say this? How do you say this? How do you say this?" Or this word I'm saying, does it make sense? I speak Austrian dialect of German. Yeah.
Austrian dialect of German. I don't know.
See,
is
and
Austrian even
that's
similar
the
to German?
funny
I would
thing
never
is that
play.
I thought Austrian and German were pretty much similar languages, but it's pretty much like
Oh, okay.
Urdu and Hindu. Where Urdu and Hindi, where it's very similar, but it's also very different. So, like, the main reason a lot of Indian people understand Urdu is because, in Bollywood, when the movie industry started, a lot of the writers were Muslim, and a lot of the poems, a lot of poetry, a lot of writing and stuff used to be done in Urdu, and so you get really nice dialogue and stories and and all that shit in Urdu. And then now you have a mix of like, so basically you learn a mix of languages, because if you're listening to a Bollywood song, it's going to be a mix of Hindi, Urdu, Punjabi, and whatever else gets thrown in there that fits in nicely so that you can have a good rhyming scheme. And so you can have a mix of languages, and people will eventually figure it out, and they will learn exactly what it is. And so eventually you'll figure out, and you'll pick up, you'll be like, oh, yeah, I can understand little bits and parts here, there. It's kind of like here, how like people are like schnoz. Schnoz is a German Yiddish word. How do we know in North America? Well, it's because of the Jewish influence. German Jews who came over and they started speaking Yiddish in American cinema, and so now we know schnoz and some other phrases that
schnoz in Australia is slang for your nose.
Yeah, same thing.
Schnoz.
Because schnoz is a Yiddish word, a German Yiddish.
Yeah, you got friggin' snot dripping out of your schnoz.
Yeah, mate. And then I can't remember.
Blowing your nose, Mel.
Huh?
Blowing your nose, Mel.
Blow my nose. My nose isn't filled up.
Russian Yiddish.
My father.
I'm just amazed all the different cross blends of languages.
I have never heard Russian Yiddish.
Russian Yiddish.
Never heard. I've heard Russian because Okay, so in Toronto, where I grew up, I'm not gonna say which neighborhood, but there was such a mix of it was a shitty neighborhood because it was a very low income neighborhood, but it was also mixed with like rich buildings, mixed income buildings and stuff, and so you had like mix of people.
Isn't Yiddish like Jewish?
Yeah, Jewish, but it's also Jewish German. But then it's also, well, that's what Yiddish is counted as, Jewish German. But then also, like, if you are Russian, then you would speak those Yiddish words, because Yiddish used to be its own language. You know what the funny thing is, though? When Israel first got started, there was a debate as to should we speak Yiddish or should we do something else? And then they spoke, and then they decided to pick Hebrew. But the Hebrew that they speak now is nothing close to ancient Hebrew. This is modern Hebrew. Yeah. It's nothing close to ancient Hebrew, like Hebrew that Moses spoke. Nothing close. Yeah. Nothing close. But Austria was occupied by Russia until the late 50s. Wasn't it? I thought it was until the thing came down. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down the wall. Yeah, exactly. Modern Hebrew is just a made-up mess. It's made to sound like ancient Hebrew.
Like a lazy Hebrew? Is it like, would it be classed as a lazy Hebrew?
No, I don't think it's a lazy Hebrew, but it's like a mishmash. It's sort of like you take some Yiddish, some Hebrew, some Arabic, something, and then you just sort of jam it together until it sounds like, it's close to something in the Torah. It's close to something.
So was it a language that was perhaps developed from a group of people from all their different... The kitties enjoying the birds.
Well,
the birds on the big screen catch chasing the birds.
Well, the thing is,
so like a bit like Tower of Babel, except in reverse.
Aramaic.
So
Well,
all these people are coming
Okay.
from different parts of the country and then meeting up together.
well, no. So here's the thing, though. They wanted people to come there by any means,
Farsi, yeah.
yeah, and Farsi and stuff. But they also wanted to wipe out everything that was ethnic, and they wanted to make it
Yeah.
because remember, they wanted to they wanted Israel to be an ethnic European state. They didn't want it to be. They wanted the brown Jews in there, but they didn't want the brownness of the Jews. They wanted to keep it like a European state. So they wanted Hebrew to
So what
make
do they
it
want?
look like,
Aryan race Jews.
yeah.
Aryan
So
race
it's,
Jews.
well, because you have to understand, it's colonialism. It's Zionism is colonialism. So it's a thing of like people who came over, they wanted to keep it a European thing because most of them were European. They wanted the other Jews to come in to bolster their numbers so that they could have more people in the army and get the economy going and all that stuff. Yeah, some Turkish, some this, some that, some, mix this and mix that in. But mainly it was a thing of keeping it Hebrew. The modern Hebrew was invented so that they could say, "Oh, look, it carries on the tradition of 3,000 years," wherein it's not. It's not the same thing. It's not even the same people. Like in Israel, you can't use a 23andMe test and you can't use blood tests to see what your heritage is. That shit is not allowed. Only by some
What?
court, yeah, only by some court allowances can you do that because they don't want people to find out. Oh shit, there is nothing in me. I have
Yeah.
Ashkenazi
There's nothing
blood. I
pure
don't
about
have.
us.
Yeah, I don't have Hebrew blood. I have Ashkenazi blood. Oh shit.
Yeah, nothing pure about
Who
you.
has Semitic blood? Oh fuck, it's the Palestinians with Semitic blood. It kind of defeats the
fear of
purpose
what,
of being.
the fear of what
Yeah.
might turn up and what kind of revolution it might cause, really.
Exactly, where all of a sudden, their laws of like, oh yeah, it's your birthright, and then all of a sudden Palestinians are saying, well, I'm I have
I'm
Semitic
actually
blood, so
Chinese.
give me my birthright, give me my fucking land back. But here's the thing, I've completely gone off course because we were talking about languages. Fuck. Okay, so with languages, pull it back. So I didn't know there was I didn't know there was Russian Yiddish. That is really fucking cool because that means that even though there were a lot of Russian Jews and there were a lot of German Jews, they were migrating back and forth between Russia, Poland, and Germany, going back and forth because Yiddish was a Jewish language.
Yeah,
And
that's what I thought.
yeah, so you spoke Yiddish in home, and then whatever country you lived in, you spoke their language, and so you had Yiddish at home, and then you spoke Russian because you lived in Russia. If you were Polish, you spoke Yiddish at home. You spoke Polish in Poland. If you spoke, well, you get the idea. So it's really
I'm confused. I'm about as confused as what I get when people start talking about second and third cousins and stuff. You lost me a couple of countries ago.
Well, the thing is that the other thing about fucking the world is that for most of the world, countries, or not even countries, kingdoms stayed how they were or they vanished overnight. New kingdoms started. Kingdoms stayed around hundreds of years, maybe 1,000 years, disappeared. A new thing came back, and then but after World War I and World War II, hundreds of countries popped up, and so now you can't even say, oh yeah, this language is with this country, or this language is with this country, because it's not. You have to sort of look back at the historical maps and be like, yeah, well, the Russian people, 10% of people in Israel are Russian Jews. Yeah. Well, I thought it would be more than that, because there are Russian Jews, there are Belarusians, there are Lithuanians, Estonians, like all the countries that used to be USSR, because again, the funny thing is that it's not even Russia. You have to go back to the Khazar Khaganate, the Mongols, the area which used to be called Khazaria was filled with Mongol Jews, white Mongol Jews.
Hey, did what's now politically correct called Down syndrome, which was once upon a time called Mongoloid or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Is that because
Fucking
Genghis
wrong.
Khan
He's
was
a
like
wrong,
looting
mate. He's a
everybody
wrong.
and had so many inbred children? As a kind of
Yeah.
a half legit question.
Well, yeah.
They call them Mongoloid because that was basically where they first realised that.
No. Well, actually, it wasn't that, because I looked into it, because I was like, why do they call them Mong? Because the slang was that, they look like fucking Mongolians. That's it. That's how lazy the slang is. They're a bunch of Mongs because they look like Mongolians. That's it. It had nothing to do with the fact that...
Oh, yeah, Mongoloids. In Australia, they were just like, the slang was Mongoloids.
Yeah. Well, in Canada, we had, in Toronto, we had a hockey player. I don't remember what his name was, but they had given him a nickname of Mong. And a lot of people didn't understand that. And so people were joking around until the media was like, hey, can you explain Mong to us? And then they were like, we call him Mango now. We call him Mango. Because they were terrified to explain. Yeah, we call him Mong because he looks like a fucking retard, mate.
Mongoloid. He looks like a Mongoloid.
Yeah. I don't remember what his name is, though. Because it... hold on. I'm going to look him up.
Gotta be Googleable, because that sounds like a pretty kind of newsworthy topic.
No,
Someone's gonna go, oh my god, discrimination.
Wait. Maple Leaf player
Hockey
called
player
Mong or Mango. All right, you know what? I'm gonna look up Mango.
Oh yeah, we can hear those keyboards.
Okay, so his name was Andreas Johansson, and I get what? Hold on. So it says that he earned the name because Swedish pronunciation of Andreas closely sounds like mango. Yeah, no, they called him Mong before. I guess they used to. This is some whitewashing going on here. No, he was definitely called Mong, and then they were like, mango, yeah, mango. I'm trying to picture of his now because I want to see it.
And
It
how
doesn't
can
look like
Mongoloids
he's Down
be such a
syndrome either.
horrible term anyway now? It's meant to be like a really derogatory term now, Mongoloid. Whereas
Well, it's
once
like
upon a
calling
time, I
somebody
think
a
it was like a
retard,
name
where-
of diagnosis, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's like saying
wasn't an
retard,
actual-
where you can't call people retards anymore because it's a slur. Mongoloids are better than the
But
rest
wasn't
of
it
us.
once
They
upon a
have
time?
more
Wasn't it once upon a time in history a medical diagnosis term?
Oh yeah,
Both
I
the
mean,
terms.
like
Mongoloid
like what?
being a medical.
Well, yeah, and the fact that
They are.
calling somebody a Negro or Negroid is also a technical term of the race. But then people make slangs out of it and call it a racial slur, and then you can't call it anymore. So it's kind of like that, where a lot of things become inaccessible because people decide to slurify it. It's sort of like the swastika, where a swastika going one way in the east, it's fantastic, but a swastika going the other way in the west, you can't do that anymore because some people ruined it.
Well, it's illegal in Australia now. It's like up to a $20,000 fine.
Oh, I'm pretty
or
sure
up
it's been
to 2
illegal
years
for a
in
long
prison
time.
if you display a swastika or
Yeah.
do anything Nazi-related, saluting in the street and that kind of crap. Yeah.
But
That's,
in Germany,
but Australia's
in
gone real
Austria,
princess country, man. Australia's
No, no, no,
gone
no.
real dictatorship.
No, but listen though. In Germany, Austria, and I don't know what other country. It's probably just Germany and Austria. You can't even wear Nazi memorabilia or talk about it or say Sieg or make a Nazi joke or whatever or say something Nazi-ish or have Nazi memorabilia unless it's in the museum because you will get arrested. It is a crime.
Wow.
And it's
Oh.
been like that since World War II or after World War II because they wanted to wipe out Nazism with a hammer. Yeah. India also has the swastika, but it goes the other way.
Yeah.
Opposite way of the German or the Nazi swastika. Yeah, because swastika used to be Buddhist, and so that's why you have like every Buddhist country having it. Because what Hinduism started out with it, and then eventually Hinduism transformed into Buddhism because of Gautam Buddha, who was a Hindu, but then he became the Buddha. And yeah, because
Hey,
like what?
go, Buddha.
Because you know what the funny thing is though, it's like what Buddhism, because it's a Hindu religion, it came out of the south. Tamil went up across to Asia, and then that's when Buddha came in, and then it became Buddhism after Buddha, Gautam Buddha.
Yeah, the thing with Buddhism that amazes me is I think if Buddha came back today, he'd
Buddha
be pissed off that everyone's got fucking statues made of him. Buddha would be like, man, I didn't want you worshipping me, you idiots. It was an ideology that I'm trying to teach us.
Well, the
Not
funny
friggin'
thing
making
is,
fucking gold statues of me.
well, the funny thing about Buddhism is that everybody thinks that Buddhists are peaceful. Look at look at Burma or Myanmar. There is a military junta in power since World War II, and they're the ones who are committing mass genocide on the Uyghur people who were Muslim Buddhists, or Muslim Burmese people. And they kicked them out and they killed them until they were forced out. And then they also kicked out white people. They also kicked out people who they didn't like, who are not, who the Buddhist military didn't approve.
Okay,
Like
Andy.
taking notes for me. Hey, listen, James is always taking notes.
Oh yeah, just an email.
Yeah, like
He's got so many notebooks now. He's actually started a filing, categorizing them.
Yeah, I got a filing cabinet.
Yeah,
So there's there's red books for the really, really heavy duty stuff.
He's got books to give to CSIS on me, and then he's got history notebooks which have nothing to do with giving shit to the Canadian government. It's a mix of books. He switches from one book to the other. But do you know what? Like my love of history and some knowledge of geography has got me through so much in life. But then once my illness hit and I couldn't work as much anymore, it just threw me so much into just learning history or just watching stuff where a lot of tidbits I've picked up all over. Where it's not even like I was learning on a subject. It's just you sort of learn bits and pieces here, there, and then it leads you into like a rabbit hole, and you go deep into it, and then eventually you just
I don't know what kind
of. Like, I
don't know what kind of pocket money you have, but I mean, have you ever thought of going to visit some of these historical sites that you know a lot about and have a lot of interest in?
No, because here's the thing though. I don't like being around people. I don't really want to travel because that's exhausting and you know, it's fucking hot and sweaty and all that. No, I just
if you do it on public transport, public transport sucks.
No, but even if you're doing private transport in taxis and all that, you're still on the road. You're still dealing with people. Like in this day
Taxis
and age,
isn't private transport. Taxis are still public transport. God knows
Well,
what stinky, friggin' sweaty body sat in the taxi before you hopped in. It's
well,
a
yeah,
public
but
vehicle.
still, at least you're not traveling with people in a taxi. It's just your private taxi. But
Yeah, but it's still a public vehicle where other sweaty
yeah,
persons have been in.
but
I like my own vehicle where it's only my own sweaty person.
but my point being that I prefer this day modern where everybody has 3D mapped out everything, and you can just sort of just click on it and just look around and stuff, and you out of the
Well,
comfort
that's
of your
true
own home.
too. Yeah,
What's the
yeah,
point of going
that's
there and
definitely
standing
true.
in line
Today's day
for
and
like
age
8
of
hours?
technology.
Yeah, because
Because I used to
I
have the International Space Station app, and yeah, they've got a thing there where you can
yeah.
actually tour, like virtual tour through the space station.
Do you know what the funny thing is though? I have checked out Taj
You're
Mahal.
funny. You're a funny thing.
Yeah, bloody mate.
Oh, okay.
I've checked out the Taj Mahal, the 3D tour of Taj Mahal. Then you would get from actually going there and standing in the line with thousands of people for 4 or 5 hours, moving slowly, and checking out rooms and things with people in the way and like
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's that. I
everybody.
totally agree with you there. And it's also the same thing with going and watching a sports game. You know, I mean, yeah, going and watching a sports game live, there is the
You miss
vibe
so
and
much.
everything like that.
Yeah.
But watching the sports game at home, like the finals of whatever, football, hockey, basketball, watching the finals at home on some big ass fucking TV, you got the best seat in the house.
Yeah, well, that's the thing,
If
though.
you like to have a drink where you don't have to worry about driving home, you can just friggin' get drunk at home while you're watching your
and it's
sports
cheap.
on the big screen.
Exactly, and you can nap when you want. You can get up and go piss and not miss anything because you can always rewind it and watch it. But here's the thing, though: if you want
I mean,
atmosphere,
if you're hungry,
then
you
go to
just go and
live
make something from the kitchen.
Exactly. Like I hate going to live events. So what you missed was we were making some jokes and then we were talking about history and my love of history and stuff. And Wendell's asked if I want to travel somewhere, and I was like, not in this day and age. There's no need to travel because I don't like being around people. I don't like going to hot, sweaty countries, even though I came from one. I don't like it. I don't like being around people. I don't want to stand for hours. I don't like
an actual recap.
There's so much 3D in pictures and 3D tours that you can take of mosques. So
you're caught up now, Andy. Like Mel literally gave you a literal recap of what we've been talking about. I think it was like kind of a rhetorical question, but there it is. You've now missed nothing.
Yeah, like what you can take church tours, basilicas, museums, and all that. What is the point of leaving your house? I've been to 7 countries. I don't want to go anywhere.
Mel, didn't you ever think when you're younger, I would like to go to follow where your family tree started from? Then you get to see the experience of where the area where your family was born, kind of thing.
Homie,
from another country.
Homie, I wanted to go see the entire Middle East. Everything is burning. America and Israel are destroying the shit out of everything. Like, what am I going to see?
Destroying the shit out of their own shit too.
Like fucking historical UNESCO heritage sites are destroyed, are bombed willy-nilly. Like, what is there to go and watch? There's nothing to do. Like, I can go to Europe, but again, I'm gonna have to stand in line. I can go to China. Again, I'm gonna stand in line. I can go to fucking Canada. Like, I can go to different places. Canada, same thing, standing in lines. You know what?
And you got to pay when you get to the door. So after you've stood in line, you eventually get to a door where you've got to give them money to go in the door.
Well, yeah, that too. But here's the thing, though. So I was 22 years old. I went to South Africa. I thought it was going to change my life, and I was going to see amazing, beautiful sights and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, things are pretty, but one thing you learn as an adult is every fucking city looks like every other fucking city. Everything has beige, brown, gray buildings. There are some buildings which are beautiful. There are some
Like a
neighborhoods
dirt
you go
covered
to.
colour. Like they're all basically
Yeah.
years of dirt covered brown.
There are some bazaars you go to or some neighborhoods you go to where you see something really cool and unique. But if you go downtown and you look around, every downtown looks like every downtown. Montreal looks like Toronto. Toronto looks like Montreal. Johannesburg looks like Toronto. Fucking Chicago looks like Toronto. Like every fucking place looks like every other place,
I
as
kind of,
if
yeah, I find that,
people have run
I
out
find
of
that with the country
architecture.
towns around here.
Yeah, Havana is beautiful because
Yeah, I
there's
find
no
that
modern
around here.
buildings. It's the same thing with England, where the parts where there was no fucking blitz, you can still go and find Tudor houses, or you can find some broken, busted
Yeah, the
castles
old
and
Tudor houses.
proper historical
Yeah.
shit. But countries which are 200 years old, you might find a beautiful building which is 200 years old or something, but it's
But
a
everything
rare
around it's been
fucking
destroyed.
sight.
Yeah,
Well,
everything else
well,
around
we
it's all freaking like 20
we
years
have like
old because
Old
they've
City
knocked
Hall.
everything down.
Old City Hall was a colonial building built by the British, and it's a courthouse now. But you can go down and then you can get tours and stuff, and they could be like, yeah, these courtrooms are oddly shaped and stuff because 200 years ago these used to be stables, and they have transformed them into little courthouses. That's why they are so awkward and so
Yeah.
small. When you go onto the top floor, there you will see all the beauty and stuff because these used to be actual courthouses and offices and stuff like that.
Accommodation, yeah.
These were modern architecture which was built onto it, and you can see it and you can be like, yeah, I see where it goes from 200-year-old building into something from 50 years ago or something. Havana was celebrating their 500th
Nice.
birthday when we were there. Wow.
that
So
would've been awesome.
yeah, like that's the other thing. Like when World War II happened, or World War I happened, World War II happened, a lot of European shit all got destroyed. Everything looks like everything.
Yeah.
Like my point
Yeah.
is, why am I gonna waste money to go to another country to look at shit that I can see at home? Why?
And a lot that's destroyed and deteriorated.
Yeah. And the stuff that is there is so sparse. Most of the stuff is either 70, 80 years old at the most. You're not
Yeah,
gonna find.
I think also
something
a lot of
500 years
buildings in
old.
the in the olden days as well, also burnt to the ground from fireplaces
Yeah,
and
well, yeah.
fire stoves, and it was also
Oh,
a
yeah.
very common occurrence. Candles, oil lamps.
Yeah, Rome used to have regular fires. Old
Yeah,
England
now
used
Trump
to have
wants to
regular
blow up
fires. Like,
Cuba.
oh yeah, wars destroyed. Yeah, Trump wants. Yeah, well, Trump is already fucking choking out Cuba for oil, for food. Russia is managing to get oil and food through the embargo, and the Americans don't really want to fuck with the Russians right now. Because America is running out of missiles and stuff. And they don't really want to start something that they can't finish. But yeah, like it's fucking ridiculous.
Just going for a tinkle back in a tick.
Oh yeah, mate.
All right.
So James, how's life in
What?
Saskatchewan?
Yeah.
No, how's life there?
Today it's good. The sun's out. Snow's all gone.
What's the temperature?
I'm not quite sure.
Right now it's 15 degrees in Toronto, but I think during the day it was something in its 20s. In my house right now it feels like 26, so I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I live on the top floor, so my
Yeah, heat rises though.
yeah. And in summer it's fucking nasty.
Yeah, and it depends too for your windows what direction the sun is facing.
Well, unfortunately, we face the east, but it doesn't get cool unless it's winter, in which case it fucking freezes. but in the summer it doesn't help. So it's 15 degrees now, and oh shit, Charlotte and all that, New York City are 31 degrees Celsius. We're in the northern hemisphere getting cold Arctic air, cooling us down to 13 degrees Celsius. Saskatchewan, Regina is 13 degrees Celsius, so 10 degrees cooler, 12 degrees cooler. Flin
Yeah,
Flon,
because we're always hearing on the news, oh, it's scorching hot in Toronto or Montreal or that kind of thing.
or even Edmonton is 13. Calgary is 12. Wow. It's like, oh, and oh fuck, and then BC is like 7 degrees, 9 degrees, 13 degrees, depending on where you are. Yeah, there's a lot of cold Russian air blowing in.
Yeah, and we can blame you, Mel, for the cold weather.
Well, the funny thing is that I learned the other day watching a YouTube short. It just randomly came to me as to why North America is cooler as opposed to Europe, even though Toronto is the same latitude as northern Italy, whereas northern Italy, it's cooler, but it's sort of like what, it's like what, how Canada is usually a lot cooler than northern European countries and stuff, because we get the cool air blowing in from Siberia, whereas the Europeans get a hot air blowing in from Southeast Asia and from Africa coming up north, and so they get warmer
I had some
temperatures.
hot air blowing out my ass earlier.
Yeah, man. 19 here was 30 yesterday. Yeah. Well, like, do you mean 30 at this time at 6:30? Because that's fucking nasty. Because I don't remember what the temperature was during the day, but it is like come August, it's gonna be a nightmare. I hate summer. Not a fan of spring and summer.
I'm not a fan of our winters, and our winters aren't even like your winters.
I like winter because at least with the way that I see it is like this: if it's cold, you can wear layers to warm up. But if it's hot, how many layers can you take off and you're still sweating and boiling and feeling
Mel,
disgusting and
you
gross?
freaking barely fucking go outside anyway, unless you got a doctor's appointment, I'm guessing.
Well, I'm not a complete cripple, but like I don't like going out. And
Oh, you're not a complete hermit.
but I like going
You're
out
not a
with a
complete-
purpose. I like going out with a purpose. I can't. You know how some people like go to the mall and just walk around? I can't do that. I need a purpose, and then I go somewhere
Oh,
with a
no,
purpose.
well, I do that. I do that, but I don't have any malls here. So when I see a mall, it's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're like James. It's like, oh, I'm going to the big city. What are you going to do? I'm going to walk around and see the malls. Right, James?
Mate, I go to the town next door that's like, 5 times my size, and it's a big city. And it's not a big town.
I've an Irish friend who lives in the fucking middle of nowhere, like in some little village, and then he's like, "Oh, we're going to the big city. What's that? Galway or something?" And then I look at it, and Galway's like a small city. It's not even a big
going into the
city.
big smoke.
I'm like, fuck, you have to travel an hour or two just to get to a small city. Imagine you going to a big city like Dublin. You're probably going to lose your shit.
But that's what it's like for me. So I travel 2 hours in one direction to go to what I call a big shop.
Yeah.
So if I know I'm going to be spending like $500 on groceries just for me, hey, Megan.
Crazy.
Yeah, I generally want to go to like a real town, one that's actually classified as a city. If I'm going to do a big, massive shop. Or if I know I'm going to say like last year I knew I had to go buy myself a new chest freezer.
Yeah.
Hello, anonymous person.
Morning.
Oh, me again. How you going, Mike?
How are you, Mel? How's your mouth,
I've been
Mel?
listening to Mel's Australian all morning. Mel's been
Um,
trying to do his Australian.
My mouth's still
He's trying to
hurting,
do
but
that.
it's getting
Nah,
better.
yeah. And I said, I'm like trying to say to Mel, it's
It's
not
getting
nah,
better.
yeah. It's yeah, nah. Yeah,
Yeah,
nah.
Yeah,
nah.
maybe. How
Yeah.
are you, Mel?
Yeah,
Good to hear
not
from
nah,
you.
yeah.
Well, so today, earlier today, every time I would eat, my jaw started clicking.
Oh, yikes. Yeah,
It's-
no,
it's
that's
still
what
there.
I'm-
It's still
So
there.
how-
I don't know if you can hear it.
No, I remember when I had my wisdom teeth out because I had that part of my jaw taken out. Yes, the clicking. Yes,
I don't like it.
Oh, okay. So you had that as well. What's that?
I
from?
don't. Yeah, I don't like it. It feels like shit, and every time you open your mouth and close your mouth big enough to where you're chewing or whatever, there's click, 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 and it feels a little uncomfortable. It's shit.
Yeah. So, you had root canal work, Mel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's the one time I'm glad I'm allergic to latex because I nearly had it done, but then found out what they packed the tooth with, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
found it was latex, and being badly allergic as I am, that could have been quite nasty. So, how many teeth did you have done? Only the one with the root canal, Mel?
One
Did you
root
get two
canal.
done?
No.
Oh.
One root canal. There were old fillings that I had put in like last year, which got broken up, which had to be redone.
Oh,
Uh,
yikes, yeah.
And one tooth that still needs to be pulled out. So that's
Oh.
gonna be next week with cleaning.
Ooh. See, that's the thing I hate about dentists because I'd rather they do it all in one go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I have to go back, be stressing about it or anything. But oh man, well my
But I think
condolences.
the reason why they like to do it separately is because, if they do it all at once and one item causes a complication, it might cause a complication with all the rest of the stuff.
That's how it was explained to me, Wendy. But I got a high pain threshold. But I'm still a wuss.
I wish that they took out the other tooth because most of my tooth pain was the shock whenever I would drink cold water.
Same, Mel.
So it's like you gave me medication which doesn't work.
Yeah.
So for a week I'm dying of pain every time I chew, every time I drink water, and then I gotta go again and you're gonna fuck me over. So why didn't you just get everything done at once?
Thank you, Mel. Yes. I had to have 3 out of 4 sides of my jaw taken out when I had my wisdom teeth out.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
I was knocked out cold.
Did you get bridge work done?
No, wisdom teeth, because my wisdom teeth came up in the jaw. But they
impact.
Thank you, Mel. I was trying to think of the word. Thank you.
Yeah, I had some
I didn't
fucked up
get
teeth like
wisdom
that
teeth.
too. Yeah, I had some fucked up impact teeth as well. Not now, but when I was younger, I had a lot of impacted teeth taken out.
Yeah, no. Well, I remember when I had my teeth out because I was out cold. I had stitches, the whole thing. And my father was wearing like a white sweatsuit.
Yeah.
And he was beside the bed, and I opened my mouth to say something to him and puked all over him.
Oh.
No.
And he had to walk through the waiting room of the dentist to go and get the parts to take me home.
You all smelling of vomit. Wonderful.
Oh my, me bloody white suit! You fucking threw up all over it, mate.
Yeah, he's like this, like white sweatsuit with like
So
bright
Australian Mel would be fucking tin lid just chundered on me.
Tin lid?
Tin lid kid.
Tin
kid.
lid.
Oh, tin lid. Tin lid.
Kid.
Oh, tin lid kid. Okay, so a bloody tin lid up chucked all over me, mate.
No, chundered, Mel.
No,
Chundered.
Chunder. Yes. Yeah. I remember a phrase from England where a tactical chunder so that you can keep drinking.
Yes. Evacuate.
Oh.
I
Evacuate.
didn't. That shocked me. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Sorry, Phil. No, I was saying a tactical chunder is throw up, clear the stomach, go again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no. A friend of
I
mine
was
used to
shocked
do
to
that. A
learn
mate
that.
of mine used to do that.
used to do that. And alcohol puke is not polite.
Because let me tell you,
mate,
as an
I've seen my
Indian,
friend. She physically sticks her fingers down her throat
Oh,
Ew.
so she can vomit,
Stop.
and it's just
Hey,
watching her do
listen.
it's like
as an Indian, nobody would tactical chunder because it costs money. Okay, it costs money going in. It costs money going out.
It costs
There is no way you will bloody waste money.
I
Why
need
would you be wasting bloody money like this?
You will not fucking waste my money like that. Okay, that
I'll
is
be
not.
I'll be back in a
Okay,
sec, guys.
okay.
I need to grab a cup of coffee because I've literally
Uh-oh.
just woken up. So I shall be back.
All right, mate.
All right,
All
mate.
right.
You sure? No
I'll be
tactical
back.
chunder.
No tactical
Mel.
chunder, mate. No tactical chunder. Yeah.
No tactical chunder while I'm away, Mel. I will be upset.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
my
unless we
female
can-
friend,
Yeah.
she did that one time. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I've got to throw up, man. I feel freaking crook in the guts. And if I want to keep drinking, I'm like, well, just stop fucking drinking.
Yeah, exactly. Like you
Freaking
wasted
hell.
$50 getting drunk only to vomit up to what? Spend $50 more? Like what the fuck? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Does that fucking make
No.
sense? No, it doesn't.
no.
Go eat
Go
some
and buy
bread.
go and buy something to eat and a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Go and have a kebab from the
Yeah,
street vendor.
Yeah, bloody mate. Go have kebab. Go have fish and chips, mate, and some fucking.
Go and be getting that hot dog from the 7-Eleven. Be getting yourself a slushy puppy.
Listen, you bloody bastard. I don't like you making fun of
You
my
bloody
people. Okay?
bastard, okay?
You bloody bastard. Bitch.
But they
There
are
was,
not being your people. I thought your people are the Canadian people, okay?
Well, they are Canadian people, but
Thank
But
you.
you know
Come
what
again.
hey,
Thank you, come again.
hey, listen, the Jamie is speaking. Let the Jamie T speak. Okay, you go. Talk.
Right.
Jamie T.
Hey, Jamie, talk.
What? I'm talking too much. That's why.
Oh, you bloody bastard. Oh, there was something
Bloody
that I
bastard,
watched.
okay?
There is something that I watched, which is an Indian actor was playing an immigrant on a British show, and when he swore, it made me laugh because it's always stuck in my head. He called her a bastard bitch. So now it's
bitch.
you bloody bastard, you bastard bitch.
You bastard
So
bitch.
you bastard bitch. And I think the guy normally speaks with used to, well, I think he's dead now, but normally he used to speak with a light Indian accent, but then he really hammed it up playing an immigrant in England, fighting with his neighbors. You bloody bastard bitch.
On TV show.
Yeah, TV show.
Yeah.
I think his name was like Amresh Puri or Om Puri or something. I
It
wonder
wasn't
if
like it wasn't Love Thy Neighbor or something.
Hold on, let me look it up.
No, Love Thy Neighbor, he had a black fella neighbor. He used to call his black fella neighbor Sambo. Hey, Sambo.
Wait, who was that guy? He played one of the Indian priests in one of the Indiana Jones movie. You know, the one where he goes to India and there's Kali Ma and he's pulling out the heart and shit. Hold on, I have to look up that actor's name to figure out what his name is.
Well, go to Indiana Jones cast.
Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, I think it was called. Cast. Amresh Puri. Okay, so what show was Amresh Puri in? All right, hold on.
Amresh Puri.
Amrish Puri. Amrish. Hold on.
Amrish.
What British show was Amrish Puri?
Right?
What do you mean didn't act in? Of course he was in fucking. I guess it wasn't Canterbury. What's it? Second generation? It must have been second generation.
What are you
Hold
talking
on.
about, Willis?
No. I'm googling to see what show he was on. Second generation. BBC shoe. A romantic drama that
Oh, look at the old
originally aired-
bird. Look at the old bird on the end of the... Oh, he's about to move. Hang on. Come in, old birdie. He's got hardly any hair.
Okay,
Yeah, I know it's feathers, but it's hair.
Story that complicate tangle two British Asian
He's a
immigrant
hairless
families.
bird.
One Muslim falls into Coleman's eldest. Okay, I don't remember which show it was because I don't recognize it, but I've seen a few clips of it where it's like, you bloody bastard bitch. All right, you know what? Let me find
You bloody bastard bitch.
Amrish Puri bloody bastard bitch.
Let's see.
Oh, so it's a British film called East is East. All right, hold on. Let me find this thing. Let me find this clip, and then I'll send it to you.
So what was his main expression? Bloody bastard bitch or something?
Wait. Yeah. So the movie was called East is East, and so he was fighting with one of his neighbors, and she was apparently a pain in the ass, always fighting with his wife, and so he came to support his wife, and then he got into a fight with her, and then he called her a bloody bastard bitch.
Bloody bastard bitch.
Yep. So I always remember that phrase, and so I always try to. But I do know that in India, if somebody wants to, sound like they know English, usually when they swear, they will call somebody a bloody bastard, not a bastard bitch, but a bloody bastard, or used
Bloody
to.
bastard.
Yeah, or used to. Now they probably say fucking asshole or whatever, because everybody watches American TV shows and
Mel,
American movies.
Yeah.
Mel, can I ask you a quick question, sir?
Yeah.
What part of India are you from, or is your family from, if you don't mind?
East, so Gujarat state. That's
Okay.
where we are originally from, but my family mostly spend like I was born and raised in Mumbai.
I was going to say I've got
Bombay.
my
Bombay.
dear friend is in Mumbai, so
I call it Bombay because I grew up, but everybody calls it Mumbai now. But I don't care. Like,
is
Dr.
is
Bombay
Mumbai
calling Dr. Bombay.
is Bombay Mumbai or Mumbai? Like, have they changed the name?
well, so it's the original name was Mumbai, and then
Right.
the British came in, and the British were like, right, we can't pronounce these fucking names. We're gonna call it Bombay.
Okay.
And then the Indians, 50 years after the British left, were like, yes, we have our own balls. We're going to call it Bombay or Mumbai. Now that we know that the British are not coming back, definitely not coming back. We're gonna call it Mumbai.
Now what's going on? Go
Okay,
back to Mumbai.
So what I'm saying is Mumbai. My friend lives in Mumbai, so she lives in Bombay. And
Yeah.
so- yeah. Right.
Same
Okay.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So like I grew up calling it Bombay until I came to Canada, and then eventually at some point they changed it to Mumbai. So for me and my family, we still call it Bombay. But
Right,
we
right.
but we will call it Mumbai if we're talking to somebody, just because they might not have a clue
They
of
might
what
not know.
Bombay is, unless they're
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
unless they're old as fuck like Wendell's, in which case you can call it Bombay, and she'll be like, I know where Bombay is. I know.
Hey.
I was around
Hey,
when they
hey,
called
hey.
it Bombay.
Hey, youngster, I'm not that much younger than Wendell's. I'm just letting you know. But yeah,
Oh shit.
Right.
50 in December, you little bastard. I'm just saying.
You
Yeah.
little bloody bastard.
Yo, bloody bastard.
Although I do have to say, Mel, I almost thought you were Australian with your accent. Almost called you Aussie.
Yeah, I know. He's getting better at it. Like, he's starting to get way
Yeah.
better at the Aussie slang.
I have to say, Mel, I would currently give you 7 out of 10 for the accent with room
Thank
to
you.
improve.
And you know who we learnt from? I discovered who we learnt from.
I
So
shudder
come on,
to
give us some
think.
Australian talk first, Mel, and then I'll tell you who we learnt from, and it'll all come clear. Give us some Australian, Mel.
So I watched bloody Rove, and I learned how to do the best Australian accent from a fucking cat called Yeezy.
Dave Hughes, mate. Dave Hughes,
Dave
Hughesy.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, that's why it's so
Hughes.
whiny.
Yeah, got that real
Yeah,
nasally. He's got that
yeah,
real nasally kind of whine about him.
I have to say, Mel, it is getting better. From
Thank
where
you.
you
It is.
from where you started a little while ago to where you are now, I have to say it's improving. Could get worse.
Yeah.
Could get worse,
You can
but it
definitely
hasn't
improve
yet.
on 7 out of 10.
Well, it's nice the fact that at least one of my accent works. Because when I was young, I tried doing British. That definitely didn't work. British people were like, I thought you were doing a trans-European accent. And I was like,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be a London British. No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it was supposed to be RP. And they're like, yeah, that's not
the
RP.
British have got more of a. I think London and the British have got more of a refined kind of an accent.
Yes, but my RP is not good.
That's Scottish,
absolute
Wendy.
shit.
Wendell's, that was
Not
Scottish.
British.
Little Irish.
Sorry, not British. Not British. I'm not real good at my accents, mate.
Not
British.
Not the King's English, my love. That was a great accent, but it was not British.
No, but
British.
there's so many British accents, though. Do you want
Yeah.
regional? But I tried to do RP, but the problem is received pronunciation is very difficult. Because
Yes.
Is that what
but
RP? Thank you for clearing
Yes.
what RP stands for. Receive
Oh, did you know
pronunciation.
what
Okay.
apparently,
pronunciation.
yeah, it's when you learn languages and accents, there are different ones. Mel is
Yeah, but
correct.
here's the thing, though. RP is the Oxford accent. It's not a real accent. It's where
No.
cunts that went to Oxford made it, and then everybody speaks it like that, and then everybody goes, "Oh, you're posh." Yes, I am posh.
No, I'm picking up.
Because if you listen to Boris Johnson before he went to Oxford,
Yes. I have heard. I did hear a difference, Mel. You're right. Yes.
yes. The same thing with Dave Cameron and all those other people.
Yes.
They sound very different once they went to Oxford and they came out.
But do you think, Mel, that's because they had an accent before they went, but it became more refined?
No, because it's pretty much.
Well, they would have had an accent when they went, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but
Oxford
what
accent.
I'm saying is, being in that I've been to academia, not Oxford,
Academia?
but academia, mate.
Academia, university, and there is a way that you talk that is different. My friends noticed that, like if I was on campus for a residential school, I'd come back and talk. Like I'd still talk with my accent, but it was a little more
posh.
Educated.
Yeah, a little bit more posher. Yeah. Well, the thing is that the Oxford accent literally started at Oxford.
Oxford,
and so I think
it makes sense.
At first it started as a pretentious thing to be like, oh, we are better than you, and then eventually
we are refined. We have money.
Yeah,
and then eventually it became a thing of, oh, now that we are at Oxford, we will speak like this so that we will get to know everybody and everybody will get to know us. Plus, if you speak like that, I think a lot more people trust you, especially if you're on the news or maybe because people think you're highly educated. It's sort of like, it's sort of like it gives you more credentials without earning the credentials.
I think it is also because when you have that little small break between words, it creates more clarity of what you were saying.
Well, no, because if you listen to Prince Philip or to Prince Charles or King Charles or any of them, they have the RP, but they all sound like they are smuggling marbles in their mouth. Nobody speaks with their mouth open.
No, Mel, I have to correct you, sir. It's not for the
We all
rest
watched
of
the
us.
King's Speech movie, mate.
Oh, I love that movie. No, Mel, I do have to
Yeah, I
correct you
know.
on one small point.
What?
They don't have. We have marbles in our mouth if we speak with an RP accent. They have plums in their mouth.
Oh,
sir.
there are plums in their mouth.
Plums.
Whose plum are they sucking on? Are they
I
sucking on Andrew's plums?
I do not want to know. I do not want to know. I do not want to know where his plums have been or where they've been plumbed to the depths.
His
What's
his
that
plums have
plums?
been in the mouth of underage children on the certain
Mel.
island, mate.
Mel, I apologise for the pun, but you do that to me, sir, so to speak.
Ooh. Ooh, behave. Ooh.
Oh, and by the way, Mel, you better behave because there's two women who are from Australia, which it does exist.
James,
So you gotta be careful.
darling, hang on, James, darling. The day Mel behaves is the day I take his temperature and send him to the hospital because he's unwell.
Mate, if you're gonna
To
take
the
my
hospital,
temperature,
can
you
you
better
make it
take
the
it
wall?
rectally.
I was
that
going to
we-
say rectally only, Mel.
Yeah, so that
Only.
we
make
both
it the
enjoy
wall.
it. Right, mate?
Because I only say it just in case Ben's watching.
Yeah, man, you
Oh,
bloody bastard.
Nah,
Nah, Ben's not up this. Oh, no, actually,
Nah.
Ben's not up.
No, Ben's
he's
at work.
probably he'd be at work. He'd
I
Yeah.
was
be
going to say
working.
Ben's not up. End of sentence. Let's not.
Yeah. Ben is either sleeping or he's drunk or both or at
Yeah,
work.
come on,
He's
Mel.
been-
Why?
I think he's been doing a lot of 2:00 in the afternoon start time.
Yeah, 2 to
Hang
12
on,
or something like that.
Mel, hang on.
Yeah.
Ben is asleep or drunk. Why are they two separate things?
Yeah,
Isn't he? It's the same thing, isn't it, Mel?
yeah, pretty much.
Ben,
It's
but
so
it's
funny watching Ben be sober because it's like, oh, this is a side of you I've never seen before. Usually it's him slurring his words and falling off a chair.
I don't think I've ever
He's not like that all the time.
I don't think I've ever seen him totally sober. I've seen him like, 2 drinks
I
in.
have. Oh my god, these all sound horrible.
I might have. I don't remember.
You remember that one time we had to count how many drinks he was having?
I
I
didn't watch
remember.
the.
How
I
many did you end up having that night, James?
I think it was 5 or 6 that we
I
counted.
thought it was 7 or 8, but I could have been miscounting.
I'm gonna say it would have been more than 5 or 6.
I never
7
saw
or 8
his
sounds
England
probably-
streams, but apparently he got really blitzed in his England streams when he
Yeah,
went for
Oh
training.
yeah.
I
He
heard
was
that too,
fucking
Mel.
shit faced. I think it was a
heard that
combination
too,
of jet lag. He said the alcohol was stronger over in England as well.
Which it is.
And
Which
he
it
was
is.
bored and lonely, so he just got absolutely thrown.
Well, and the jet lag as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're already feeling like you're five drinks in when you're jet lagged. It does not ask me how I know.
Yeah.
Then you have to adjust
Oh,
too
yeah, you
for
couldn't
when
watch
flying
it
from
in
country to
America.
country of their time zone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, James. I had 2 drinks on the plane, got off the plane in LA, had 3 more drinks, and yeah, it was not healthy, let's just say. Yeah.
Well, your body doesn't know whether to be awake or asleep. You do that for a friggin' few days, and your body's just going, "What the fuck's going on? It's fucking dark."
When
I'll be right back.
I was in LA, I thought the jet lag would hit me, simultaneously. Like get to LA, out of whack, boom, it'll hit me. It didn't hit me for the first week and a half. I was fine.
Wow.
But I was having dinner with my friend that I was visiting, and it was a Wednesday night of the second week I was there, and it just hit me. Like I just literally looked like I had narcolepsy and fell asleep standing up.
Yeah,
and
like
that's
you just
all I
bombed
had
out
to
and
mum.
partying. And that's kind of how you feel too. You just feel like you're all partied out. And
It's just, but it was so funny because I had the month in each place because I thought jet lag was going to bite, and it did.
Yeah, even if you're going to somewhere where you live compared to somewhere else you're flying, and it's only an hour difference, that makes it still the same thing.
Well, when I see, we also have daylight
maybe not jet lag from an hour's difference, but certainly confusion.
You actually,
Yeah,
Wendy,
that confuses people.
You can. It's not jet lag like if I'm flying to Seattle from here, but it is a form of jet lag because I know when I went to Brisbane to see after my dad died, it was December, so we down here were in daylight saving, but you up there weren't. So we crossed the border into a different time zone. And I watched jet lag. It was a form of jet lag, not as severe as if you travel internationally, but it is a form because your circadian rhythm is straight out.
I think I would be some kind of jet lag if I flew from Toronto to BC because it's a 3-hour difference. But then I sleep at all the fucked up hours, so it wouldn't matter to me. But if I slept on a schedule, then it would fuck me up because I would
That's
probably.
what I'm saying, Mel.
But doing a 3-hour trip, that's not jet lag. That's just fatigue from sitting for so long.
No. I mean, let's say that from Toronto, I went to Vancouver, and then I had to have meetings and things like that. That would mean me trying to stay up 3 hours later instead of going to sleep early, and then trying to wake up early. Like it would fuck up the whole sleep schedule.
But
now you don't even have a specific sleep pattern, though.
No, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying, Wendy. He's saying if he did,
if I did, it would fuck me up. If I did.
Yeah. That's what he already said. I know when. Look, I was in Sydney. It's in the same state. That I'm in now. And because I had kind of like what you said, Mel, because you travel like I travel by train, so it's 12 hours. It's a long day, and I can't because of my sleep disorder. I can't be in a new bed and instantly fall asleep. You know what I mean? It takes me.
It takes a long time for me to fall asleep in something in a new in a new bed or a new sofa or whatever.
I've got my pillow. I'm like a dog with a pair of shoes. If I've got my pillow, I'm good.
Yeah, but see, Wendy, my pillow is an $800 memory foam pillow. I do not take it traveling because I'm terrified I'm going to leave it somewhere. But I had 4 days in Sydney in September. The first day was traveling.
Oh, Wendell, you got a friend hoping for your forgiveness.
Oh, Kenna. Hello, Kenna. Haven't seen you around for a long time, young lassie.
Sorry to cut you off there, but
no, that's all right. I just want to see if Wendy wants to address
bangs on her phones.
And if she doesn't, I'll continue, but I'll wait to see if.
I hope you're well too, Kenna.
No, but what I was saying is I had 4 days. So I travelled Thursday, had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then travelled back to Monday. It took me 6 weeks to get over that trip, and it was in the same state. So,
so did you go from one state? Did you go from one coast to all the way to the other coast?
No. Are you talking about Sydney? No, I went down the coast.
No. When you said that you took a 12-hour train ride.
No, I was on a train.
Yeah, but how far was the ride? What was it in the state or from one state to another state?
So it was from the northwest of the state where I am now to Sydney, which is south.
Oh, I see. Okay, so from north to south.
I didn't explain that too well.
Okay, because
it was still in the same state.
Oh, sorry. Because sorry.
No, I'm about to cough, so go ahead.
I know that to go from East Coast all the way to West Coast in Canada, I think it takes 7 days on a train. 7 days, 24 hours traveling.
Wow.
What's that train called? There's a specific train that does that trip, isn't it, Mel? In Canada?
In
Yeah,
America, it's
Canada.
Amtrak,
Yeah.
but in Canada, I think it's CN line.
No,
CN rail.
Via rail. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Not
it's
Canadian
CN.
Rail. But there's
Yeah.
one I've seen advertised, like for tourists. Or maybe I'm thinking of the one I did in Coast to Coast on the
Yeah, I
South
thought
Island.
there was a different, big across the Canadian country train trip you can take it.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
sorry. He is right. It is via rail, because
Yeah, because just about half an hour drive, we have to go to the town where it goes from Melville to all the way to BC.
because
James,
Okay,
I just
cool.
googled it, and
but
it is
am I
via
right
rail.
to the Canadians?
Yeah.
Am I right in saying, and I might be misremembering this as the cross-country train trip I did in New Zealand on the South Island, but there's a train, like we had the Garn train that goes north to south in Australia. Am I misremembering that there is a specific train that does cross-country? I can't remember the name of it, but in Canada...
I think it's called. I think the original line, I think it was called the CN line or something, where it still goes where takes goods from East Coast to West Coast,
What was
because
the old name
originally
for the VR, James? Did the VR had an older name?
Yeah, I could be misremembering Mel and thinking
via rail
of
is for people, but I think it's called CN rail or something. Wait, hold on.
I might be misremembering
Yeah,
and thinking of,
Yeah, CN.
Yeah, CN. It's
They had the caboose at the very back.
yeah, Canadian Rail. CN.
as I said, Mel, I might be thinking of the cross-country trip I did in on the South Island of New Zealand, so I might be completely messing this up, but I thought there was one in Canada as well.
Yeah, because it says here Canadian Rail Network CN. Because that one definitely takes goods and stuff, but then Via Rail is the one that takes people.
You travel on.
Yeah, but if you're ever going to travel,
So when they're saying via, Megan, we say via. So you know,
via.
traveling
No, I say via. I say
rail.
via. I say via. Wendell.
You say tomato, I say tomato. Let's call the whole
Do you guys remember Ike? Remember Ike's travel?
Yeah,
yeah.
Eichelberg. I think he took Amtrak.
I thought it was
Amtrak. Yeah, that was cool. That trip.
Yeah, he had. What was it? How many? Two stops that he had? His train had to stop at because an accident or something.
Oh
yeah. I think it stopped at Chicago, and then they got off, and then they took.
He was on it for like friggin' 3-4 days or something.
I think it was like 7 days or something, because he went all the way from Oregon to Chicago, and then they had to fly or take a car to some other city, and then take a train all the way down to Jacksonville, Florida, and then fly back or something like that.
Something like that, Mel. Yeah, I remember that
trip. Yeah.
Yeah. But I always take the trip to on the train to Sydney, as I tell my mum, because I'm not in a hurry to get there. I've got time, and I don't drive. And flying is so fucking expensive; it's ridiculous.
Actually, you know what the funny thing is, though? The funny thing is that if you want to go from city to city, or if you want to go from state to state or province to province, it's cheaper to take a flight than it's to take a train. Because in Canada, I wanted to go from East Coast all the way to West Coast. It cost like 10 grand or something. And then I looked up a train flight, and a train flight from Toronto to Vancouver is like $400-$500 round trip.
Well, on the train for me, Mel, I got, because I hurt my knee, I needed extra leg room, so I got a first class seat on the train, and it was $275.
That's pretty expensive.
Yeah, see, if I'm going on a train, I'm going in comfort. I'm not sitting in none of that economy shit.
Exactly, Wendy. Because was on crutches and I busted my knee, so I wanted the leg room. But then on the way back, I just did the normal economy because my knee was better, so I could sit there longer. And it was
plus Ike and his family had private cars, one for his grandmother and one for him and his dad. So that is also extra pricey.
Yeah, that's all. Well, see, the thing is, Mel, I don't drive at all.
Yeah.
Like, I've never driven because I don't have to. I live within walking distance of everything. So,
yeah, me too.
But yeah, I just
about friggin' not being able to drive. I can't even remember the last time I caught public transport.
My brother says that he loves to drive too, which is fine. Excuse me. But I grew up, my family had a car dealership, as you know, Wendell, and I was born and raised around cars, and I just never wanted to learn. Like, I had every opportunity to, but I just didn't care to learn. You know, teenagers.
First thing I wanted to do, because I was born and raised on going out, coming out to the shooting hut for shooting trips and stuff, kangaroos and pigs and chucking the lollipops in the dam. And so the first thing I wanted to do was drive the shooting rod around the paddocks. And that was like 3 on the tree.
Well, the funny thing for me was that I wanted to drive, but then I had to learn with my dad, and I was, nope, I'm not getting in the car with him. I don't want him yelling at me. I don't want to deal with him.
Yeah, that was the other thing. My dad said, I'll pay for lessons for you to drive if you want to drive, because if I teach you, you will learn every bad habit I have, and I've had for 50 whatever years.
Well, that's the thing too, and I think it's harder learning off your nearest and dearest kind of thing, like a family member, because it get frustrated easier when you're trying to teach a family member.
And but the worst thing is that and then when I got older and my dad was pushing me, go do it, by that point, number one, I wasn't making enough money to earning enough money to pay insurance, get a car, gas and all that shit. So what's the point? So I never learned to drive, and then by the time that I was making decent money, I didn't need a car. I was doing shopping and I was traveling back and forth all on TTC, either buses, trams, and trains and all that shit. Where
the availability of public transport makes a huge difference as well.
Absolutely, Wendy. Again, I had close to 12 years living in Sydney in the early 2000s, and there's no way
that's just
there's no way in the world my anxiety would let me drive in the city, number one. And number two, down the hill was the bus stop. You get on a bus and go wherever the hell you want. You get on a train, ditto, and likewise. Get on the ferry. You know, there's no need for it.
The only time you would need a car is if you were doing big shopping or whatever. But if my brother is helping us out, there you go, problem solved.
Yeah, no, my brother drove in Sydney. My father was born and raised in Sydney, Mel, and then came to the country. And he always said, Mel, he wanted to go back to Sydney. And then we go down for trips to visit the grandparents, you know, as you do. And he'd drive in the city for 2 days and go, hell no, I'm not coming back. You know, this was a guy that always said he would go back. My brother said he would go back because he loved being in the city. I loved the city.
Look, I was born and raised in Brizzy, and I go back to Brisbane now after being out here in bumfuck, and it's just like, oh my God, I can still drive in the city. In Brisbane, I can because I know it.
As you well know, I was in Sydney in September and January. Couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there. Honestly, I love Sydney, but I could not wait to get out.
As much as I love the out open country, I think I would go crazy in the out open country because you need a car in order to travel, and amenities are not close by. Whereas right now, I can get out of my house, walk 5 minutes, enter the tube, and take a train wherever I want, or take a bus wherever I want. And within half an hour, I'm there, whether it's shopping, the doctors, this, that. If I live in somewhere else out in the country, I need a car. I need to travel 45 minutes to an hour just to get to Toronto. And then getting to interior of
Well,
Toronto
see,
is
but when
is
you're
even
living
worse
that kind
than
of
finding
lifestyle,
parking, blah blah blah. Fuck that.
yeah, but when
I
you're
mean,
living that kind of lifestyle, a country lifestyle like I'm living, where I do have to do big drives to go to do me shopping and everything, you plan your trip out though, Mel.
yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I
was
literally
gonna say that. Yeah.
only probably go shopping once a month. I literally only leave this shitty town once a month,
Yeah.
And I get that.
unless there's anything else that arises.
And when I left my town, so my dad said, "You're not coming back to the country," and I come back to visit, but then my dad brought me home because my grandfather had dementia and he needed an extra set of hands to help with grandfather, which was fine. And I'm like, I'd pack up and come home. And I remember my dad saying, "I thought I'd have to drag you out of Sydney kicking and screaming," and it's like. It's like, no, because I used to always say, when people would say to me, "Where do you live?" "Oh, I live on Coogee Beach." "But where's home?" "Oh, it's the country." Because I always saw that my hometown, where my family has been for 100 years, or almost 100 years, 98 years this year, was home. Yes, I lived in Sydney, but it wasn't
That's your
home.
hometown.
Yeah. And my dad was like, "I thought I'd have to drag you away," and it's like, no. I mean, you need a hand, yeah, fine. Would I like to stay in Sydney? Yeah, it'd be fun, but whatever.
I think some people are mentally built to live in a country or to live in a city, because I think I am mentally built to live in a place of convenience where I hate being around people, but I like being around the hustle and bustle of being a nobody. I can't live in a small town because I've lived in a small town for a year, and
everyone knows you.
Everybody knows everybody's business. Everybody keeps a track of you, and sometimes things can be convenient.
Hey,
but you have to travel far, far away to get things done. It's too much work.
Hey,
but the pluses of living in a country town, the pluses of living in a little country town where everyone knows your business is, so the house across the road from me, the old fella has a specific, he doesn't live there now, he's in a nursing home now, but the old fella had a specific routine he done every single fucking day. Everyone in town knew his routine.
You can set your clock to it.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And he didn't come out. So he was like an old freaking farmer kind of old fella, but lived in the housing commission house across the road from me. And he still liked to go outside and piss in the front yard or the backyard every morning.
So hang on, Wendy. It was an older version.
It was quite an issue for some people in town because it's
like Ike and Outlaw, where they always go outside to take a piss and then come back into the house.
No. So it's
but old Des didn't know and seen Des coming out for his morning piss in the yard and shit like that. So someone went and checked on him, and the silly old bastard had a fall.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So Des was an older version of Mel. Let's call it what it is.
Oh no! I still piss inside. I don't even like camping because I have to shit out in the woods. No, thank you. No. I'm not shitting in the woods. I'm not shitting in the dunny. I'm not shitting.
So hang on, Mel. The classic question of Canada: do Canadian bears shit in the woods? Doesn't apply to you, Mel?
Absolutely not. I will.
But there is no outhouses.
No. I will shit in a cabin, but I will not shit in an outhouse. Outhouse is a dummy.
I was just gonna say, Mel ain't shitting outside. He'll shit in the friggin' bucket in the friggin' bedroom before he shits outside.
No.
Just like a royalty.
No,
just how God intended, shitting in a bucket.
Wendell's. Mel is a man of refined tastes, I believe. A chamber
and it'll
pot.
be a bucket with a gold handle.
A chamber pot, my dear. A chamber.
Do you know what the funny thing is? Those stick shits in a bucket, and let's not call a spade a spade. That's not a chamber pot, and I refuse to shit in a bucket because I think that would be gross. bloody
But
shitting in a
but
bucket.
Mel,
Okay.
hang on, Mel. Let's take this to the gutter where it belongs. If you really seriously had to go,
Yeah.
like you were going to burst. Pardon the analogy. You would not go. You'd let me.
Okay, I will tell you a story. So, we were in grade 6. I think we were 12 years old. We had a trip, a school trip to a cabin. The entire class, grade 6, it was like 30 students to this huge cabin. We would all spend a week there, 5 days, and go on a Monday, come back on a Friday. So everything was packed and everything. For 4 days, I held in my shit until I couldn't, and then
You held in your shit.
I held in my shit for 4 days
There was a
until
line there.
finally I had to go, and then I finally shat. This is how much I hate shitting in places that are not my house.
Wow.
Yeah, no, Mel, I get that because I can't in public facilities.
I hate public facilities,
No,
and if it's a new house, it still feels very uncomfortable taking a shit or taking a shit in somebody's house, whether it's family or not. Absolutely not. It's very uncomfortable.
Oh, no, I get it, brother, but I'm saying, like, if you were going to explode, you still wouldn't.
Well, eventually on day 4, I did shit in the bathroom. It was either shit my pants or shit in the toilet.
You know what? I know other people that have done that. They've come out camping and shit like that, and they're just like, no, we're not crapping in that.
Yeah, no,
I can't either, so I understand that. So
I would not shit in a dunny, which is an outhouse. Absolutely not. I don't think so. I don't think I could shit where there are ants, where there's spiders, where there's snakes, none of that shit. Absolutely not.
My God, what a princess.
Hey, but hang on. But Mel, you want to be considered Australian, Aussie, you would have to.
I know. Well, this is why I would rather go to one of the big cities where I wouldn't have to deal with any of that.
But you just also said you don't like public facilities. Again, completely.
Oh, yes, that's true. But like in a hotel
and somewhere that's not your own.
I know. But if it was a hotel room and I was in a hotel toilet, I would be there for like a few minutes, sitting there trying to convince myself, "Come on, we gotta poo, we gotta go." Yeah, but eventually you would get comfortable and
bring your own wet ones and disinfectant. Can't you just bring your own disinfectant and clean it down?
Well, yeah, but it's more of a mental thing of shitting in something that's not familiar. Yeah. It's more of like, it's not comfortable. It's not a germ thing. It's not a germaphobe thing. It is very much a comfort thing.
Yeah, and like I said, Mel,
well, no, it's a germaphobe thing. It is ultimately a germaphobe thing.
Not necessarily, Wendy, because as I said, I completely understand where Mel's coming from because I'm like that.
How can like a toilet that's probably the same models be more comfortable than another toilet?
Oh, no, it's a comfort thing, as in I don't like going to
the venue,
using somebody else's bathroom.
It's like the unknown, if I'm understanding you, Mel, from my perspective. It's
just foreign. As in, my bathroom is comfortable. I can take a shit and it feels fine. But if I go into some other place, it just feels awkward. It's like going to a party and not knowing anybody there. That's what it feels like, taking a shit in a bathroom that is not in my house. It's like going to a party and meeting strangers.
I get where he's coming from.
You're a stranger to me, toilet. We don't know each other.
No, Wendell's. It's like if I'm at say I'm catching up with a friend and I'm at my friend's place and I really need to go. It's the same thing. It's not my house, so I know what I'm comfortable doing in my house. If I'm understanding.
Hey, look, I'm not going to feel comfortable freaking doing a shit in their house, but I'm certainly going to piss in their house.
Oh No,
Pissing is fine. Pissing is fine. No,
that's fine.
Shitting is where I draw the line because shitting takes comfort. shitting takes time.
No.
Yeah.
Doing a number
Yeah,
one.
I'm definitely shitting in my friend's toilet, and then I'll open the windows, close the door, and make sure I have a warning caution sign on the door.
Like I have lived at my cousin's house, I've lived at family's house, and then eventually you get used to it where it becomes comfortable. But if you're there the first few days, that's gonna be the most uncomfortable few days because I'll go for a piss, but that shit is taking a few days to work its way to comfortability where I will take a shit.
Yep. And Wendy, the warning that you would have to put on the door if my brother had been in your friend's house before you got there was warning, don't light a match.
Yeah. It's not what that I'm afraid of or whatever. It's not that thing. It's the fact that it just feels like going to a party and not knowing anyone. I'd rather not go to a party where I don't know anyone. That's it.
I get it, Bill.
I can go to a party where I don't know anyone. I'm just scared what bum germs have been on a toilet I'm not familiar with.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
It's more of a germaphobe thing. So I've got a germaphobe problem.
Yeah, you get it, Wendy, because I think, Mel, that's what you're saying too. Yeah. Because, as I said, I completely understand where Mel's coming from, which should scare the shit out of you, Mel, if I'm understanding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So for me, that's why I will never use an outhouse. An outhouse is too weird. There's no running water there. It's not comfortable. There might be spiders, frogs, insects, all that shit running around.
I'm gonna take a photo of the toilet I use when I go out to this music jam I go to.
Yeah, absolutely not. I'm not digging a hole in the ground either and taking a shit where the bear shits. No, thank you.
Old gazebo frame that's got like camo friggin' blanket over it. Like a camo fucking.
Literally, I can't ask you, do Canadian bears shit in the woods? Because you're not going to know, clearly.
Well, I mean, they do shit in the woods because where else are they going to shit? Are they going to knock down?
No, Mel, they're going to knock on your door politely and say, hey, Mel, can we borrow the facilities?
Well, that's what I was going to say. What are they going to do? Knock on James's door and come in? Excuse themselves?
No, James had let the difference between you and James, Mel.
Well, James lives in the... James lives in a little town, whereas I live in one of the big cities. So...
No, but James would open the door, see the bears were in discomfort.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, Mel.
No, I would just say, nobody's home. No, you're a stranger. Stranger danger.
Nobody's home. Sounds normal.
Stranger danger. Yeah, nobody's home. Go away. Stranger danger.
Mel, that's not the bears you like, I'm led to believe. Never mind.
You've seen how hairy Mel is. Mel is the bear. Mel is the Canadian bear.
Wow, I'm not gay.
I think Mel's Bigfoot.
Hang on. Time out, Wendell. I want to know how you know that. No disrespect, Mel intended.
Well, it's because I'm Indian. Indian people are hairy.
No, this is true, but Wendell seems pretty confident in her claim.
Oh, it's because she watches Indian porn.
Ah, I see.
She's a freak. She watches Indian porn.
Oh, I see. Thank you for the clarification, Mel. Now, no.
Because this is what Mel looks like. That's Mel.
What the fuck is that in my mouth?
What is that up your left your right nostril?
What is that?
I was going to say, is that the camera?
Oh. Yeah.
It's just saying the camera lens is shut.
Yeah, that is me, but what the fuck was that in my mouth?
That's because the camera lens.
Your bottom teeth?
The camera lens.
Camera lens.
Mel, which tooth did you have the root canal on?
Oh, back left.
Oh. What is that? Really?
Oh, that's... Wendell, what are you putting there? Are you putting your crotch there? What's going on?
No, it's James's, I think.
No.
It's James.
Oh, yeah. James is a weirdo.
Clearly, clearly he is, Mel. He's on this panel, isn't he?
I know, exactly. James is a weirdo, mate.
No, I'm not.
Listen, James is not allowed on the eastern part of Canada or the western part. They leave him in Saskatchewan for a reason. They
Uh-huh.
put all the weirdos in Saskatchewan. All
Well,
the
the
weirdos.
one thing, Mel, compared to you, we don't have to change our clocks at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And we have to put up with the weather you send us, because from the
Yeah,
east
Megan,
and the
I don't
west,
have to change my
we're right
clock
in the
either,
middle.
Megan.
Sorry, Wendell. I heard my name. I
I
was
don't have
going
to
to
change
ask.
my clock either, Megan.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Hey, Wendell. I love daylight saving, so I don't care that my clock has to change.
Oh, I don't like it. I've never
I
liked
love
it because you
Yeah.
have to remember to change all your clocks, and that's when you realize how many clocks you have in the house. You're like, fuck.
Yeah,
Now,
true
I've
that.
only got
Yeah.
I've only got one clock that needs to be changed, which is in the living room, because all my other clocks are connected to my Apple account and they change automatically. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Fancy.
Okay, so I have to change two in my living room. There is two in the kitchen. There is one in my mother's room, one in my room,
I was gonna say
and
your
there's
mum.
like one in the bathroom. No, the bathroom one needs new batteries. So at least
Why
6
do you
clocks
have a
that need
fucking-
changing.
Hang on, Mel, time out.
If I had
So
to
you-
change clocks for daylight savings, I would have the
I've only
clock
got
in
the
my
one in
car. I'd
my
have to swap
living
that because
Oh.
I do rely on the clock in my car.
Wait, just
my
to answer a
bedroom.
question where I knew you were going, why do you have a clock in the bathroom? Is because when I used to be working, I used to poke my head out of the shower just to look at the time to know
Right.
whether I was
See
on
how much
time or I
time
was
you had
running late.
left. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
was thinking that you're saving water by having, timing your shower or
No,
something.
no, no.
That makes sense.
No,
Yeah.
sounds like Mel was always running the clock pretty fucking close every morning for work.
Well, the thing is that normally I would wake up an hour and a half and then give myself an hour to get ready and half an hour
that's
travel
what I
time.
do.
But this
Yeah.
other job that I had for 7 years was I had to get up 2 hours early.
Mhm.
No, sorry, 2.5 hours early because 1 hour to get ready and 1 hour to travel, and then half an hour to get there early for work. Like it was a nightmare because I would spend at least 10 hours a day either traveling or at work. It was garbage.
So, Mel, if you don't mind me asking, and you can give a vague answer to what industry was that in? Because that's a hell of a lot of time out of the day.
The legal industry. The legal industry.
Well, I used to work in courts. I was a
Oh,
court
right,
clerk.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I didn't
Yeah.
want to say, but that's
No,
the legal
yeah,
industry.
That's why I
Well,
was saying
Well,
give a vague answer.
Well, I've always told people that I used to work in court. So, but if you say legal industries, then they think I'm a lawyer. It's like no, mate, not smart enough, mate.
Well, that's what people
Not
automatically
doing that shit.
jump to as a lawyer, but courthouses is also part of the legal industry,
Yeah,
the
that's true.
justice system.
True.
Yeah, no, man, just a clerk, just a fucking paper pusher. What Indian people were born for?
Pusher.
We were born to push papers, baby.
Pen pusher. We called them
No.
pen pushers.
Yeah, pen pushers. Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking.
All right.
I was made for bureaucracy, mate.
And that makes all right, guys. I had the Sydney Writers Festival to live streams to get to at my library, so I'm going to love you and leave you. Mel, always good to talk to you, and I hope the dental work goes well. Or
Thanks,
as well
mate. Have fun.
as well as it can be. And Wendell's and James, I will talk to
Yep.
you, love peoples soon. But always good to talk to you
You
guys.
certainly
Fine.
shall.
All right, just make sure you don't tactical chunder tonight.
No chance, Mel. Well, I could tactically chunder because it's Thursday here. I've got the Writers Festival this weekend, so no chundering for me. But I will chunder in solidarity when you have your dental work done, Mel.
Well, you know what James does? He tacticals chunder for Pepsi so that he can drink more Pepsi later.
I do.
I haven't had it in a while.
No, Mel, I do it with the Coke, no sugar, so I completely understand his thinking there. But yes, good luck with everything, Mel. I hope it all goes well for you, brother.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right. Take care, guys. Take care, Wanda. Talk soon.
Night, Megan. Oh. I was kind of listening, but in another world. Yeah, I'm gonna go down and see Megan soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Talking to an old
come to
mate of
think of
mine
it, Mel, I think I've
last
seen you on Night Court.
I was not the bald guy. I was not the bald guy. Bull.
night. I was
I'm
thinking
not
one of the
bull.
little criminal fuckers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, one of the criminals.
Let's see. Did they have a clerk on there or no? I don't remember. I remember watching Night Court, but I don't remember.
They'd have to have a clerk.
Yeah.
A clerk.
Well, they had that bull, but I wasn't bull. But they had that other lady. I don't know. I don't think they had a. They had lawyers, but I don't think they had a clerk on there.
You talking about the old version or the new one?
The old version with John. Oh yeah, it's mostly no, but I'm talking about the original one.
Night Court.
Yeah, Night Court.
Like the TV show.
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't watched the new one. I don't know what the new one is, but John Larroquette looks better with a beard.
Yeah, only 2 returned. Only 2 of them.
Wow. Yeah, nobody else wanted to do that shit. They're like, fuck it. We made enough money. John Larroquette's like, I wasted all my money. I need TV money.
Oh, Brent Spiner returned and his wife.
Brent
on a new
Spiner
version.
was in Night Court?
Yeah, he returned with his original wife.
Wow, really? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know Commander Data was on Night Court.
Oh yeah, he was on the original because the last scene was when they bought the candy stand in the cafeteria.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that.
You're saying Data from Star Trek was in the original Night Court TV series?
Yeah, before Star Trek. Yeah.
Oh wow! Okay,
that's how he got his big role and got noticed.
And there was
just like how Geordie LaForge used to be Kunta Kinte. Yeah. Just like how Geordie LaForge used to be Kunta Kinte. In the Roots.
Wow.
Yeah. Before he did Reading Rainbow and Geordie LaForge and all that shit. Yeah, mate.
I didn't know he was Kunta Kinte.
Do you even know who Kunta Kinte is? Because I grew up in the 90s.
Roots, you fucking idiot.
Well, yeah, but we watched that in TV. We watched that in school. We most people don't know Roots.
You watched the Roots friggin' movie or whatever at school?
Yeah, because it was part of history.
Wow.
But
have you seen the new one they got out? Have you seen the new one they got out?
Yeah, we were in grade 5. We're like bloody.
Have you seen the new Roots movie? There's a new reboot of Roots out.
I have not seen the new one. I didn't even know there was a new version of it. I watched the original one with LeVar Burton.
I'm pretty sure it's just called Kunta. Just Kunta. And I must have seen it on Prime Video or something like that.
My name is Kunta. Say Toby. Name is Kunta.
Mandinka Warrior.
Wow. Usually when somebody says Mandingo, it's usually they're talking about big African dick. James?
Yeah.
Kunta.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
No, man. James usually, whenever he talks about Mandingos, he's usually talking about big African dick, right?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're getting these false stories.
Listen, that's what James told me, that his favorite porn to watch is Mandingo porn. And I was like, whoa.
Oh, you're getting bad sources. Your sources are giving bad information.
Hey, listen, I got told that James likes to watch big African dicks pounding into petite girls and them screaming in pain. No, I can't take it. No. That's James' That's James' bag, baby. I'm going to ruin your reputation,
Oh, I
James.
was just trying to find the name of the movie that was like the follow-on of Roots, where it's meant to be Kunta Kinte's son.
Oh. It was a mini-series is what I remember.
Oh, maybe it was a miniseries, but I got to watch it all as one movie or something.
No,
Or maybe it was. Maybe it was a series I watched on Prime TV movie video.
Yeah, it was called Alex Haley's Roots because a guy named Alex Haley looked up his genealogy of his family, and that's where Kunta Kinte and everything came from because he followed the genealogy of his family all the way back to West Africa.
Yeah, but that TV miniseries is from 1977.
Really, 1977? Okay. I thought it was made in the 90s, but I guess it is 1977. But yeah, it was with LeVar Burton and all that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. Robert Reed, John Amos, 1977.
That's why I was so surprised because I was like, wow, it's got the Reading Rainbow guy. Because again, I was a kid and I knew him from Reading Rainbow. And then later I knew that he was on Star Trek. And I was like, wow, I had no idea the Reading Rainbow guy was Kunta Kinte.
And you freaking is it? Look, I'm still trying to find the fucking name. Maybe it was the 2016 Roots miniseries. Let me have a look.
Yeah, 1976. No, but it was a 1976 novel Roots. But I think the miniseries was.
You seen the movie with
Is it Malachi Kirby? That's the new Roots.
Oh, that rings a bell.
Because, like, if you Google it, Kunta Kinte, then it shows LeVar Burton and Malachi Kirby, and then
Yeah.
So the book was written in
Hang on, let me have a look at the images.
1988. No, wait a minute.
Yeah, okay, so that newer Roots remake is the one I've seen as well.
With Malachi Kirby. So there was a 1977 miniseries Roots, which
I've seen that back in the day,
with LeVar Burton, and then the 2016 was with Malachi Kirby, and LeVar Burton also showed up in 1988 TV movie Roots: The Gift. So maybe you watched the 1988 one. I don't know. I watched the 1977 series. And then Kendrick Lamar also released a song called Kunta Kinte. King Kunta. But, yeah. I don't remember anybody. Like, I don't remember anything else. I watched it such a long time ago. Oh, wait, let's talk about Australian things. Hold on. Australian famous criminals, mate.
Hope everyone who's watching is having a nice day, and don't forget to hit that like button, everyone.
Yeah, bloody bastards. So I remember Ned Kelly, who wore armor, and he used to go around stealing shit and going into shootouts. And I don't remember much, but his final shootout with police. But I remember Ivan Milat because I remember the backpack murderer. His entire family was fucked. The entire Milat clan was fucked. And then John Bunting and Robert Wagner, I remember them because of the barrel murders. That was a cool story. It's fucked up, but they stored bodies in barrels and in a bank, in an outdated bank, which they stored bodies in because the bank was in a tiny little village in fuck all nowhere, and the bank was defunct, and so they stored all the bodies in there until people went looking or whatever, and then they found the bodies in the barrel. Catherine Knight, I don't remember. And then all these other ones, the Melbourne gangland killings, don't know. Mock Chopper Reed, I don't know. Looks like I'm gonna have to polish up on my Australian criminals. But the thing is that if you like cowboy movies and cowboy things, then you will like Australian history because just like how the out west, the cowboy lifestyle was in America and Canada, is the same situation that they had in Australia. Most of Australia was wilderness until late in history when the government decided to basically take over everything and clamp down. Most of Australia was pretty much wild wild west or wild wild east. Same thing with cowboys and cattle, whether it's cows or sheep, but men on horses making love to other men, gay cowboy like oh yeah, hey, I remember you telling me, James, that your favorite movie is Brokeback Mountain.
No, I haven't even watched that.
Wow. That's a lie. I remember you quoting all those quotes to me.
No.
I can't live like this with. Fuck, I don't remember that line. What is it? Oh, I can't quit you. You think I can live with once a year with these high altitude fucks? Those are the only two lines I know because I've not watched the movie either, but I know exactly what happens in the movie. James, we should sit down and watch it together sometime and see what happens. Hey, listen, we're both straight, but if something happens,
No.
you're gonna be my bottom bitch. I don't hear you saying no.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Wow, that means yes. People, you heard it. He's gonna be my bottom bitch. He didn't say no. Went out. I think I'm gonna give my mouth a rest. My mouth is hurting from all this talk.
No, you starting to feel the pain or soreness?
Yeah, well, because of my one jaw clicking, so it's sore on the left side. Yeah, it's still clicking.
Yeah, because yesterday's stream, I wasn't here because I went to a baseball game.
College or what?
No, it was my nephew's baseball in town.
Nice. Who
my
won?
Sister's son playing baseball.
I didn't know you had a sister.
Oh,
the
yeah.
lore of James grows. What's your sister's
and
name?
Mel, she's already married.
Wow.
So you can forget it.
Wow. Do you have a hot niece?
No, I'm not going to comment on that version.
Well, yeah. Because that would make it weird. Listen, James, you're gonna have to carry this stream for a while until Wendell comes back, because my mouth is hurting. I'm gonna drop.
Okay.
All right. See you, Jimmy.
See you, Mel.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Mel. Well, time to relax. Hope everyone is enjoying this stream here on Wendy's. And like I said before, don't forget to hit that like button. And that, so so and if any of you would like to make a donation to my GoFundMe page, as you see in the description, because it's for helping me for transportation and getting myself around, because it's not cheap for myself when I don't have a driver's license and go places, so it's not cheap for myself. With me having a learning disability and of course epilepsy, which it did eventually many surgeries, what triggered me to have epilepsy. So it's not very cheap for myself to get around. And so if you click on that link and make a donation, it's really appreciated. And I would thank you for who do make donations. I thank you for that. And also, well, yeah, share it out to other people as well. Show it to friends, family, anyone that you know. Share it out. Let people know. Because it's pretty, when you have to walk around here in the city, it's a long walk. And that also depends on the weather conditions. Since now we're in the spring, getting closer to summer, you never know when it's gonna rain or how bad the weather might get. Especially when it was wintertime here. Oh, when it was 30 or 40 below Celsius with the wind or without the wind. Ooh, pretty cold outside. Especially when I have to make trips to get my medication. Ooh. Don't want to walk in those freezing 30 or 40 below weather. So I thank anyone who makes a donation on my GoFundMe page. Oh, I wonder what Wendy's up to. A little breezy. As you can see, a little wind. Maybe the birds have retreated for the rest of the day. Maybe. Don't know. So I hope everyone's enjoying their Wednesday, or I should also say Thursday as well. And at the same time, come to think of it, always check your subscribe button just to make sure, because you never know when someone might go live. So it's always good to double check your subscribe button to make sure you get notifications. Oh, is that Wendy there in the top right corner with the dog? So always check your notifications. So if you're subscribed to someone's channel, double check just to be safe. Because with YouTube lately, and at the same time too with StreamYard, people what they've been saying, they haven't been getting notifications of someone that's is live or gotten a notification late. So it's always good to double check. Well, at the moment I'll go. I need to use the washroom, so I'll be right back. And well, I'm back. Wendy's not back yet. Sorry, everyone, I can't see who's in the chat because I'm on my cell phone. But it said that I don't have a laptop, which I would have more fun. And at the same time, at times, play games.
I'm back.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, so Mel's gone. So me submersible pump in my grey water tank's been tripping out my power box, tripping the trip switch on my power box. Anyway, the plumber just turned up. Anyway, he just turned the pump on, and I said it'll only work for about 60 seconds. Now then it'll throw the trip switch at the power box. And yeah, so that's what happens. Then I've got to wait for my internet to friggin' crank back up, and yeah. Oh, so Melly left. Did he have to go to bed?
Yep, he left because his mouth was just getting a little more sore. So.
Oh, poor Melly. My beautiful background.
Yeah.
I love me background stuff. Although I've got to get better double-sided tape. A couple of the corners have been coming down. I reckon it looks cool.
Yeah.
What's the wind doing out there? Geez, that camera picture looks horrible on my phone.
Yeah, it was a little windy. We could tell it was a little breeze.
Let's see what the noise is like. Oh, that means I've got to add me background music again too because I lost all my internet.
Yeah, it's been a little bit quiet from the birds. They must have decided to call it a day or so.
Well, sound muted. I had the sound muted on the cocky cam because the wind was blowing through the microphone. Because once again, I forgot to put a socket on my phone.
But myself and whoever else was watching, no one knows
It gets quiet
been
though.
coming back.
The music stops and the when the bird noise is muted and the music stops, it gets quiet. Why is this not playing?
Yeah, and we happened to see you outside.
Did you?
Just happened to catch you.
Oh, that would have been when I was going out to reset the power box. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, with the dog, yeah. On the top right corner, we saw you.
Yeah, that blue drum. Yeah, I had to reset the trip switch in the power box. Why is my music not playing? In my pumpkin. Yeah, so where'd Mel go? What's Melly doing?
No, he was just going to step down because his mouth is getting a little sore.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Oh, I hear some music.
Yeah, there you go. I can't have the music not on the screen and all of us on the screen as well. It's a pain in the bum. I don't think there's any way that I can have all of us on the screen. I press that one, that'll do that. Because it'll come up as present screen. Because my cocky cam's a separate camera. Oh, lordy. Oh, well, the birds look like they've quietened down a bit. I might shut this 3-ring circus down, go and see what my plumber's up to, because my power's probably going to go off again in a second. Which then shuts all my internet down again. Except for
it was fine here.
Cocky cam, I mean. Oh no, the cocky cam will keep going because the cocky cam's on my phone data. It's not using my house internet.
Oh yeah, that's right too.
Yeah, because my house internet won't reach all the way out the yard like that. For whatever stupid reason, I'd have to change the wireless router up closer or something, but yeah. No, the cocky cam's on different internet. In fact, out there, providing they haven't changed the password at the pub internet, I wonder if they have. Shit, I should check that out. They got Starlink at the pub. I know when I used to go outside on my little veranda and have my coffee, and I'd be on my house internet on my phone, it would pick up the pub internet because I'd had the pub internet on my phone as well.
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder if they still got the same password.
yeah.
I'll have to have a look. Oh, all the birdies are gone. All right, well, I'm gonna shut this down. Let's remove the cockies. I think if we press that one there, I think that puts us up. Oh, I didn't know it did that. I thought I went. Oh, don't worry. So can I put? Oh,
No.
And you can still hear the music playing. Yeah. Oh,
Yep, I can hear it.
which means if I can do that way. Oh. Gosh, doggy. Anyway, this plum might want me soon. I'm going to end the stream. Hang around, James. I'll come back and chinwag to you soon.
Yep.
But I'll end the stream. Thank y'all for
Oh,
dropping
and
by.
just before you leave, before we end the stream, remember everyone, drop my GoFundMe link if you would like to make a donation earlier. That's when Wendy, you were wandering around, I dropped my GoFundMe link. So if anyone would like to make a donation,
Yeah.
this is due to
just say
travel
no,
expenses
James
here in the
does not
city
drink.
are not cheap.
James doesn't drink or take drugs that aren't prescribed
Yeah.
to him, but he also does not have a driver's license or a vehicle.
Oh, that's strung up again.
It's funny how it comes up really long like that,
Yeah.
but in the YouTube chat,
In the YouTube chat, it's
kind of
normal.
shorter. Yeah.
Yeah, it pops up long, then it'll shrink down to the main link.
Dunno, brah. Dunno. But I'm gonna go. But yeah, check out James's.
Hit that like button, everyone.
It really just helps James get around with his taxis and stuff. He's not using it on, like I say, alcohol, drugs.
Yeah, I'm not.
Cigarettes.
I wouldn't abuse stuff like that.
No, James only abuses me.
Yeah, and I get in trouble for whip, so that still hurts.
Well, that's right. Behind the scenes, he always gets reprimanded for his behaviour, as he should.
Yeah. Even when she was camping,
man,
I thought.
Smelly water. I've got the
Yeah,
smelly.
even when you're
bad
camping, Wendy, I thought I would be free, but I guess I didn't get away with it.
I'm going to get camping again soon, another week and a half. So now a bird comes in. Well, a big bird, not them crappy grey ones. An actual cockatoo. Damn you, cockatoo. But yeah, like, he's lucky he can't smell what's wafting through my house. Like, it's just like smelly old, stinky washing water and stuff like that.
Are the windows
smells so
open?
horrible. I've got everything open, but it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, just to get the smell out of the house a lot faster.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. All right. Y'all take care. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.